Roll initiative, everybody.
Oh, I'm sorry I talked to you in your mind.
You did this.
Way to go, dude.
The strange entity slams its claws in the crack in the door and pretty much effortlessly just slides the door open, breaking all of the internal mechanisms in the wall in the process. And then it just steps out into the hall, filling the hall completely. Like, it rises up till its head is touching the ceiling. Its shoulders are like against the walls on either side of it.
Oh, damn.
Arturo, take it away. The lights start flickering wildly throughout the entire ship.
Ooh.
Hey, I don't know how this is going to work out, but I want to try to, so that I don't hit anybody else with this, if possible. I want to try to throw the EMP grenade that I have so that it bounces off the doorway and just like lands in the room. So that the only thing it should do is basically EMP my bedroom and it and nobody else. Since Kronk and Shepard are standing right on top of it.
That is wildly difficult.
Yes.
You can attempt. It would be I think it would be a dexterity check with a pretty high.
Is it base dexterity check?
Yeah, base dex, high chance of it bouncing not where you want it to go. Okay.
17.
I mean, it makes it into the bedroom, but I would say like Kronk is right next to the bedroom door. It's still gonna put Kronk in the area.
How dare you?
Oh damn! It's a good thing he's got barrier.
I'm at least not vulnerable to it.
All right. Yep. Roll your damage, and then what's the DC on that?
It's 15, I believe.
Okay.
All right,
all
awesome.
grenades are 15, aren't they?
Yeah,
I'm
grenades are
great
flat,
at dex saves.
flat 15. Oof.
Don't have advantage on that.
All right. So 8 electric to Kronk. As the electricity surges out of the room, it does seem to affect the creature as though it has a physical form. Like it is electrocuted, but it doesn't really flinch or anything like that. And it's very hard to tell whether you hurt it or not.
Okay, good to know.
You're not seeing my rolls because I'm hiding all of them for this thing.
Okay.
No, that's perfectly okay.
I typically do not hide my rolls in games. So this is a special exception.
He's cheating. Got it.
The other
To
question.
maintain the suspense.
Can I move through everybody's space?
You can, but not the creature.
It's fine. I'm too close to use my my weapons effectively, so I want to back up. And then I'll end my turn there.
Arturo is gonna like go to the end of the.
No, I will not end my turn there. I will insight check it, and then I will end my turn there.
Aha.
Go to the end of the hall and yell duck and take a shot over everyone's heads.
I'll just go prone and take a shot between everybody's legs.
You do have
Oh my
Sniper
God.
Master, right?
That's a good way
Yeah.
to take
It
someone's
does
ankle
reduce your.
out.
It cuts your minimum range in half.
No, I know, but I was still
Okay.
within 15 feet.
Yeah, 15 feet is your minimum range. Never mind, whatever.
It's a 21 against its deception.
All right. Yeah, you've succeeded.
Okay, nice. And that'll be my turn.
Ray.
Can I sacrifice the standard action for a second bonus action or no?
No.
I think not, but what's the context of this?
Well, I wanted to throw out a remote deflector for the Krogan, and then throw out a tech support.
I think I'm okay with this, even though, like, technically, I don't think the rules allow for it. Going from an action to a bonus action is usually a downgrade, I think.
Yeah.
So
Yeah,
it is
I know
trading down.
I know in 4th edition, when they first really started using
Yeah.
bonus actions, you were able to, so I didn't
I'll
actually...
allow you to trade down. Yeah.
Okay. I'm going to throw remote deflector at the Krogan, increasing his AC to a +2. And then I will give Shepard a tech support dice of 1d6 to use as she pleases. And with that, I will end my turn.
All right. Aryn.
Aryn is going to attempt to reach out with her biotic powers and cast Crushing Grasp on this thing to try to hold it in place telekinetically.
Okay. DC?
My DC is 16.
All right. Well, you attempt to hold it in place with your bionic powers, and it isn't immediately obvious whether you've succeeded or not, because it is quite ominously staying right where it is. So you won't really know till it moves if you succeeded.
Okay.
I don't like this thing.
Will you be moving on your turn?
I'll step back to here. Sure.
I feel like the dubstep is just Adam beatboxing in the background.
It's like some of the parties like, Adam, turn down the music. The rest of the party's like, Adam, turn up the music.
Yes! I forgot that it had music. My laptop usually stays muted, and it's like, music? Yes! Let's do this.
David.
The dialects have a good soundtrack.
Well, since we were all on the ship, and I wasn't in my armor, so I don't have. I got my barrier, thankfully, but my sword and my assault rifle and stuff are all in my bunk. So I just have my.
You didn't retrieve them when things started getting crazy?
By the time shit got crazy, I was dealing with the whole mentally talking to the creature and shit like that. That was what I was doing.
I will say that for most people, I'm basically assuming that we can hand wave that, like, when shit started getting really creepy and weird, that most of you would have gotten your weapons and stuff. So I'm not really gonna I'm not gonna hold everybody to being weaponless, but if you'd like to be, you're certainly welcome to it.
It makes sense for where I'm at, especially since my room is right next to Arturo's, and that's where all the freaky shit was happening.
Yeah, I feel like we would have had everybody get armored up for this.
There was an extended period of time where there were shadow things in the airlock downstairs for a long time, where everybody was.
When that happened, Arturo activated his mage armor.
I didn't have to put on my armor.
So unlike his uncle who didn't believe in it, David keeps the gun in the cockpit at his side, so he withdraws his Carnifex, and I'm going to blood tracker the creature at the end of the hallway, and I am going to try and react with extreme prejudice, because no. Stay away.
Because no.
Oh yeah, I better activate the blood tracker damage just in case I actually hit.
You're shooting through 2 allies into this thing, and then beyond the thing is another ally.
It's okay.
I am a trained M7 Special Forces member. I can do it.
I'm pretty sure you're breaking half the rules of
there are 0 mechanical disincentives to do this, so
no chance. No chance. Shit, this is
the only possible disincentive would be the possibility of a nat 1.
The bullet passes his head, and then it passes Ray's head by about 4 inches.
Ooh.
Nope. Oh,
careful.
The disincentive has been noted.
Ray is already crying because she doesn't know what the hell they're fighting right now, so that really helps the situation.
Yeah, it'll be fine.
Careful, the engine core's in there.
Oh God.
Yeah, I was wondering if that was gonna.
I'd say we maybe close that door at the end of the hall.
If we can close that door, yeah.
Adam, seal the door to engineering from connecting to this hallway.
Wait,
you're gonna shut Ray out.
Ray's in there still.
Ray's on the other side of the door.
I feel like Ray's like, yes, please shut me out.
Adam is like, you got it, and seals the door in front of Ray.
You can open it on your turn again, Ray. I think maybe.
Dude, honestly, just let me get Tasty into the room, and then feel free. Ray is no good in a fight anyway.
No, but Ray can go see if she can find the spotlight or a floodlight that
Oh,
we
yeah.
probably got in the downstairs.
Yeah, that's true.
This thing doesn't like light.
Speaking of which, I have a mounted light. Before
Yeah.
I do anything, I'm flipping that on.
I didn't even think about that. I think I also have a mounted light.
Mine's
Yep,
attached
your
to my
light's on.
helmet in my room.
Am I seeing? Is there anything happening when I flip that on? Because I'm pointing at this thing.
Yeah, it definitely reacts. It kind of puts one arm up and shields its eyes from the light.
Where the light is focused. Oh.
Stabby stab.
I was gonna say I
Stab.
can shoot it, but I'm gonna punch it with my knife.
Ooh.
Okay.
Ooh. Damn.
Clearly, stabby stab was the right call.
Well, roll damage.
I would say I hope that's a hit.
5 stabby stab.
All right, you stab your Omni blade into it, and it sinks into this thing's flesh. And when you pull the Omni blade out, there is like black ichor drenched over the Omni blade before it kind of despawns. It disappears the way it does, and so the black sludge drops with a wet splat onto the floor.
Did I feel any sort of resistance as I stabbed it? Because I was
Definitely.
aiming right for where the awesome.
You certainly did, and there is a gaping wound in its body now that is oozing black sludge.
Oh, if my spell was successful, the two of them would have had advantage. Do we get to know that yet?
I
It
hit it, so I
seems
don't
to you like
care.
it didn't succeed.
Okay. All right.
It seems free to move.
Okay.
Hopefully it doesn't move too much. I'm standing within its swing range. That's turn for me.
All right, Kronk.
So as a Krogan, waking up and putting on his weapons and armor is the same as the rest of you putting on your underwear. So he's fully equipped. He's going to flip on his light as well, and then swing a hammer at this thing. It's a 17 hit.
Well, roll damage.
Okay.
I don't like that.
All right. So your warhammer slams into it, and it kind of like dents its body a bit, and it forces it to slide back an inch or so. But like before, when it was electrocuted or even cut by the Omni Blade, this thing really does not show signs of pain. Like, it doesn't flinch or anything, so it's very hard to tell if you are hurting it or not. But you definitely leave like a dent in its body.
Its only real reaction has been to when we turn the lights on and on it.
Yeah, it doesn't like the lights.
I unfortunately I do not have the ability to shoot light bolts yet, so that'll be the end of my turn then.
All right. Juvius, you're up.
Okay. We're gonna move back to be as far away from this thing as possible. And then we're gonna shoot it.
Ooh.
Nice shot.
Ooh.
All right. Yeah, you shoot it, and at where you're shooting it, it leaves holes in its body that bleed black.
Shoot it again. Nope.
You can roll damage anyway. Roll damage every time.
Oh, no.
I'm not telling you guys if you're actually hitting or not. Okay, so that misses, and you end up shooting the door in front of Ray. So Ray, you hear a bunch of like bullets hitting the other side of the door in front of you.
Yikes.
Oof. Good thing the door's closed.
Should totally have our Asari throw.
So is the plan right now really for Ray to just go downstairs and look for a floodlight?
Yes.
Yes.
So you're-
Well, we've got
you're telling
engineers
me-
that can do that.
You're
Like,
telling Ray
leave
to run
Tasty
away
up
from the
here?
horrifying monster and leave Tasty there to heal you guys.
Yep.
Yes.
Up to you.
Oh yeah, she's gone. She's gone. She's already halfway down the ladder.
Like that. Yeah, that definitely
We should-
sounds like the best idea right now.
Yes,
Our,
yes. You go get
our
the big light.
Juvius, do you move on your turn?
I did. Did you not
Oh,
see
you
it?
did. I didn't see it. I'm dumb.
What
All
were you
right.
saying, Dan?
I was just gonna say,
Oh,
our Asari
Lord.
should absolutely throw like a warp or something at this thing, see how it deals with biotic damage.
Okay.
Since that was the idea for sending biotics here in the first place.
I do have psychic damage.
We both have warp ammo in our
It
guns. At
reaches
least I
out with
do.
its hand, and it puts its hand in front of Shepard's face with the fingers splayed out around her head. And I need you to give me a wisdom saving throw, Shepard.
Hang on, can you say that one more time? My poor kiddo was in here to tell me something about Minecraft. One more time for those of us playing the home game. I know I need to make a wisdom save, but
It reaches out towards you, and it splays out its long clawed fingers so that its hand is in front of your face. And then I need you to give me a wisdom saving throw.
I got bad feet.
It's like, I don't like
I
this.
have tech support. I have tech support.
You we should also ask, is this a mental, like, affecting ability? Because humans have something for that.
If it's to
It
control
is
you.
mental.
It is
Yeah,
mental.
it's
I
some-
do have a thing. It
It's
doesn't
like
matter. It's
58
gotta
or
be.
something.
It's gotta be lower. It's 9 or lower for that. I do
Oh,
have
right.
my tech support though. What was that? Was it a D6?
Yeah.
I'm adding that. I don't care.
All right, 17.
17.
So Shepard, from your perspective, you blink and you're not here anymore. You are
Oh.
standing ankle deep in the snow in front of your childhood home. There's blood on your hands and like on your Omni tool, and your grandparents' corpses are in front of you, freshly cut open with your Omni blade. So enjoy that, Arturo. You guys can see Shepard, like, her head's like back and her eyes are rolled back and her mouth is just agape.
Mama.
Well,
Be over here crying in a corner. Don't mind me.
Arturo-
Go ahead with your game.
okay. Arturo's just like, but I hope this fucking works. He'll cast elemental projection.
Nice shot.
All right.
Fucking crit.
God, 6d10.
And this is going to be this is going to be radiation.
Radiation damage.
And need to make sure that sneak attack is off. Yes, it is. Level 1. So that is 38 radiation damage.
All right. Yeah. You hit it with the radiation damage, and it reels back. It kind of puts its arms in front of itself, and you see parts of its arms and body start to kind of sizzle and disintegrate a little bit.
All right. And then he is going to move back here. And I am going to do this. 24 to hide. And end my turn.
All right.
And hope that it can't see me through the walls. Even though it probably can.
Ray, you've been locked out.
How far of a drop is this?
I mean, it's like 10 feet down. There are ladders.
All right. Can I slide down the ladders to go faster, or do I have to use the full 10 feet of movement to get down them?
You can give me an acrobatics check to slide down a ladder.
Let me check that one out first.
Maybe climb.
That's a bit of a fancy maneuver.
I mean, I have a +2, and I would get at least a 10. Do you think a 10 would do it?
You get at least a 10 because of...
Cult of Community, I'd be within 15 feet of either one of these bozos.
Oh. Yeah, you can slide down the ladder using Cult of Community then.
Okay. So I'll
Nice.
go 5, 10, 15, 20, down to the bottom of the ladder. And then I'm going to respectfully say each of these engineers' names and say, where do we keep the floodlights? As I run into the storage area.
She's like, it's either in one of those gray crates or one of the blue crates, or it could be in one of the black crates over there.
I'm glad you keep good track of your items. And then I guess I will look for the floodlights.
Give me an investigate.
Is there any way Tasty can get through the door?
No.
Can I ask Adam to open the door up a minuscule amount so Tasty can pop through?
Adam will open the door if you ask him to, but it won't be now because it hasn't been a full round. Adam doesn't get to act on like everyone's turn. He kind of also is in the turn order roughly. Like he can do like one thing a round basically.
Okay, well I'm gonna have a prepared action. Have Tasty take a prepared action that as soon as the door opens, just for a split second, I want the door to open and then close again. He's gonna move into the room just so I can heal people if necessary.
Okay. Yeah. Top of the round, the door will open and Tasty will get through.
Okay. And what do you want me to roll or whatever to find this floodlight? Investigation. All right. Let me count my movement really quick. 25, 30, 35, 40, 45, 50, 55, 60, 65, 70. Yeah, that's as far as I can go. All right, well, it's going to be an investigation with no cult of community, so let me roll that.
It's culture, not cult.
Well, cult, culture, just minimalizing the word. I have it written as cult of community on my thing, so investigate.
We can call it a cult, I guess.
At least I'm good at it because I'm smart. 19.
Nice.
Okay. You are able to, with that excellent investigate, determine that it definitely isn't in these gray crates over here.
I'm gonna say something along the line of, Keela, will one of you idiots come help me, please?
Congratulations, guys. You have officially lost name privileges.
I will run down here and using the rest of my movement to go next to the blue or the black crate, and then I'll end my turn.
All right, your name is now Yo, and you are Hey You.
And then, just to make sure, everybody should have their inspiration back, right?
Yes. Yeah, you should have your inspiration back because you guys you got a night's rest on the ship before stuff started happening, so yes, you would.
Okay, I just want to make sure so that everybody.
Yeah,
knows.
long rest on the ship with nothing bad happening is inspiration. Yeah, thank you for remembering that. Yep. All right, Aryn.
So David, you have or you deal warp damage with your ranged weapons?
Yeah, I have warp ammo in my guns. I don't know if Kronk does too.
I think it's only a hunter thing.
That's a hunter
Yeah,
feature.
it's a hunter feature. Yeah, all of my ammo is warp ammo.
Okay. Let's see. This is 30 feet. So we need to be there. Okay. I'm gonna move up to here, and I'm going to cast Bestow Hope, which gives everybody maximum on all heals, but also advantage on Wisdom saves.
Sure would have been nice.
I've got you now.
Everybody
So
with
that's
30 feet of you.
not
No, you
Arturo,
don't.
unfortunately.
Ah,
Sorry, it was either you or Shepard, and Shepard's kind of in its clutches right now.
yeah, Shepard's right there and kind of needs it more than anybody else right now.
You hide so well, I don't even know where you've gone. And
Assume
as,
you're already on the bottom deck.
and as my interaction, I'm gonna take out my Carnifex and hold it for David to take if he wants to dual wield. If you don't take it, it's okay. I can just stow it back on my next turn. But that's my turn.
David.
Shit, I don't know what the dual wielding rules is for guns.
when you make an attack with one light weapon in one hand, you can make an attack with another light weapon in another hand.
Okay.
You
I just don't add my modifier to my damage, right?
Right. That's
Correct.
the only drawback.
Yeah, he'll sit
unless
there
you're
and
built
he'll-
into it, right? Juvius
Like
is
I am.
Unless you have
Right.
the feature.
Yeah,
for it.
Juvius has like all the stuff for it. Yeah.
Yeah. Now you would not be able to cast spells while dual wielding.
fine. All my spells are, yeah, they're not meant for combat mainly. So yeah, now he'll see the Carnifex extended to him, and he'll grab it because hey, Spectre giving me a gun? Fuck yeah, dude! I'm gonna grab it, and
You're gonna need to move closer to me to grab it. Sorry.
that's fine. That's fine. So I'll slip through Juvius, grab it, channel his biotic energy through it so that it coalesces and that turns that ammo into warp ammo as well. And we're gonna try again to fucking shoot this thing. Please. I'm going to channel my channel energy to give myself plus 10 to that roll for 24.
Understood.
Where is it at? Yeah, channel energy, guided strike. That's it.
Yep. So just give me the damage.
Okay.
And I'll use my planning die for your other one to give you a 16 on the next roll.
Yeah, so you hit him, and like before, the bullet goes in, and black sludge comes out of the hole, but he doesn't flinch or anything. He is now covered in like bullet holes and cuts.
You put that as piercing, isn't it warp?
Oh, right. I do have to change the type of damage it is because, yeah, my guns are warp damage. Right.
Does that make a
Okay.
difference?
Yeah, remember,
It certainly changes what it looks like at the very least. So you're doing warp
Okay.
damage?
Yes, because it's a feature hunters get a.
Okay,
Where is it at?
understood. In that case, obviously there's no bullet hole then. Thematically, what the hell is warp damage? Sorry, Mark, you wrote the system.
Yeah,
What is this?
warp damage is basically a disruption on the molecular level.
Okay, disruptor stuff. Okay,
Yeah.
got it. Yeah, okay, so yeah, you shoot him, and I guess it would just make like the part you hit just kind of explode, basically.
More like disintegrate. It's like
disintegrate.
Yeah, just
okay.
molecular disrupt.
Yeah, you disintegrate some of them, and so he's got like
Disperse.
another hole in him that's bleeding sludge, basically.
You said you gave me a 16.
I gave you a 16 on the roll, which plus your modifier.
Plus 6 would be 22 to hit for the second Carnifex shot. For bonus
roll
action.
damage.
Okay, so I'll just roll damage again, but we got to take 4 away from it because I don't add modifier to offhand gun strikes. So
You do get your
5,
hunter
or
your blood tracker though.
So instead of 15 damage, it's 11 damage instead.
Okay.
Yep. And let's see, I moved a little bit to get closer to her. So and this hallway kind of packed up. I don't like it. So I'll move back to here. There. That'll be it then.
All right. Shepard, right away, give me a wisdom save with advantage because of Beacon of Hope to see whether or not Shepard, in character, can tell that she wasn't always here and this isn't reality.
Oh no.
Okay.
Oh no,
Oh,
she's
no.
already in tears.
You forget all about the ship
Probably
and you
screaming.
genuinely believe this is really happening. Yep.
Oh no.
So for all of you, Shepard, if you're screaming in the nightmare, you're also screaming like in real life. So Shepard just starts screaming.
Yeah, she
Oh,
would have
God.
dropped to her knees and just screamed in complete. I don't even know what.
I would imagine
Um,
screaming and crying.
Yeah, there are tears. She is just completely broken on the floor.
All right.
Somebody's gonna need therapy for this. Probably all of us.
Yeah.
All right, Kronk.
The trauma bills.
And Aaron's like, I'm trying to break her out of it.
Okay. Well, like I said, I flash the light at him again aggressively, and then I give him a smack.
Come on.
And just for good measure, I am going to do that. Which is warp damage. I need to fix so it says it.
What type?
Warp.
Okay, yep. Yeah, so you smack it and disintegrate some of its flesh, so more and more black ooze leaking out of this thing. There's a growing puddle of like viscous black slime spreading out around it. Alrighty. Juvius.
Alright, we're gonna take a step back, and then we're gonna shoot it. Oof. Oh, I gotta reroll that. Yay.
Oh yeah.
Yeah.
Oh yeah.
Yep, roll damage. Alright.
Shoot again.
And roll damage. Yeah, you just keep shooting it over Aryn and Kronk's head. Yell duck.
Please.
Heads up. Yes. No, heads down. Crap.
Yep. The hallway is filled with the sound of gunfire and Shepard screaming.
Sorry, guys.
The people in the lower decks are like, what the fuck is going on up there?
Like the opening of RoboCop. Oh god.
Alright, is that it, Juvius?
Yes.
Alright. So,
So,
it reaches out towards Kronk.
Oh crap.
Give me a wisdom save with advantage because of Beacon of Hope.
Yes, sir.
Okay.
is that
So
enough?
for a moment, Kronk, you flash out of place and you find yourself standing knee deep in an ocean of dead Krogan babies. But then a moment later, you're back in the hallway.
Joke's on you, I've dealt with that one.
Strong body, strong mind.
And actually, as this happens, Aryn, you feel as though you've helped Kronk fight this thing's influence off, and it occurs to you that it feels very similar to biotic power. You're becoming increasingly confident that what this thing is doing is at least an equivalent to biotic powers, although it's hard to describe. Like the shape of it, the smell of it, the feel of it is so like alien. It's so different. It's like it's biotic, but it's nothing like anything that you ever would have encountered.
There's some relation to mental biotics, but distinct.
Yeah.
Okay.
It definitely
like,
tastes like dark energy.
Yeah, it's clearly something biotic, but also this type of biotic power you've never seen or heard of. It's super alien.
Okay.
But it's definitely like equivalent. It's some equivalent to it. All right. So having failed that, it is actually just going to go ahead and pull its arm back and attack Kronk out of... It seems to become like enraged that Kronk resisted its influence. And it strikes at him. What is your armor class, Kronk?
17.
Okay. So it slams its claws into Kronk, raking them across your body, leaving a trail of black sludge infested wounds. The force of its attack actually forces you 5 feet back, and I need an athletics check from you not to fall prone. Okay, you managed to hold your ground, but you do take a variety of damage.
variety? Oh lord.
How many and of what flavors? Is this the Baskin Robbins of damage?
The Tutti Frutti of damage. The Superman flavored damage.
That's piercing.
Oh.
Ooh,
If there is warp, that'll be dealt first because he's got
Oh,
barrier.
Lord!
So the 22 is piercing, and the 23 is a type of damage that is being dealt by this like black sludge that you do not have the name for yet.
Oh, okay.
I am going to
Oh,
call it Darktoplasm for now.
It is not
Darktoplasm?
it is not resisted by anything known to you. And you do not currently have a name for whatever this is. But yeah.
Garbage. This is called
so-
garbage.
So thanks to the 3 temp HP I get at the start of every combat, I am down to 5 HP. And while it won't do me much good if this continues, I would still like to enter my rage.
Did you take your barrier HP into account there?
Yeah.
Okay.
I did all of the math and then finalized it because I didn't just want to.
Ooh.
Yeah. I had 47 HP.
Oh, man.
And he
Yikes.
dealt.
All right. The last thing it does is at the end of its turn, it makes a motion with its head as though it's inhaling. And you can see what almost looks like sort of shadowy wisps where Shepard's shadow is being drawn to its feet, and some of its wounds are closing up a little bit.
Great, it's feeding off of
Great.
Shepard.
It's a freaking
It's a trauma vor.
I mean, that works, but I was going for the Harry Potter reference. I can't remember what it's called right now.
Now,
You're
did,
thinking of
Adam,
I
Dementors.
prefer that one.
did Adam ever open the door for Tasty?
It will now. So Tasty is in, and then Adam will shut the door right away. Arturo.
All right. I am going to attack it. Do I have advantage with that 24 stealth?
You do.
Thank God. Really thought you were going to tell me no. All right, radiation damage again.
Yep. Yeah, you blow a hole through one of its arms.
If they seemed to work last time, I'm not going to stop doing that.
Candy?
I would love some candy. Thank you.
That would be my 9-year-old.
All right.
He's a sweetie.
Aw.
And that's a 21 stealth, and but
Ray, you are being assisted now by the crew, so you can go ahead and roll investigate with advantage.
Excellent, thank you.
I technically have one more hit point than I thought. My temp HP is equal to my level, not just flat 3. So, 1 second.
So this also the minimum on this is 12. So even if I blow it beyond beyond being able to see, the minimum is 12. But 15.
All right. So you pretty much spend your turn searching, and although you fail to find it, one of the security guards does locate the floodlight and kind of is like, "Hey, I got it," and tosses it over to you. But this is kind of at the end of your turn that they find it. So
Okay, so that takes my entire turn.
yeah, if you had succeeded, you would have gotten it and gotten to like do stuff. But because you failed, it's like you spend your turn looking, and then they find it. Yeah.
All right, Kronk. Well, I knew thee well.
oh no!
Later.
All right,
Can,
but you have the
can
floodlight
Tasty-
now.
Can Tasty go through its squares or no?
Tasty cannot pass through the enemy square now.
Okay. I guess he'll go and hide up in here in this room then.
Fair enough.
And I'll end my turn.
All right, Aryn.
I will cast Distract Mind on it to do some mental psychic stuff myself.
All right. You attempt to distract its mind, but not only does it seem to resist your invasion, but it actually uses its reaction. And for a moment, you connect minds for like a split second.
Uh-oh.
And during that split second, you have to make a wisdom save.
Okay.
Uh-oh.
It's okay.
You give yourself advantage too, right?
I do have
Okay.
advantage, yeah.
Okay.
13.
So, Aryn,
Oh,
the mind that
Uh-oh.
connects with yours is... you learn a couple things from this in this like split second that this occurs. First of all, you feel as though your mind is connecting through this thing to something much bigger that it is an extension of.
Mm-hmm.
Second of all, it is so dark and so vast and so overwhelmingly putrid and evil that being connected to it for a fraction of a second causes you to become sickened and immediately vomit.
Ooh. So did I get sickened condition then?
You do, yep.
Okay.
You have never in your life connected your mind to anything this pure evil. The malice and hatred that you connect to. It's only like a tenth of a second. It's like a gut punch to you. It's almost incomprehensible how deep the darkness of this mind is that you touched. But it is clear to you that what you're fighting is not that mind. It is some extension of it, some kind of like projection or familiar of some kind. It's some creation of it, some piece of it that it's sent out.
Okay. Do I maintain my concentration?
Yeah, it doesn't damage you. You just become sickened.
Okay. All right. I think as a bonus action, I'll chop up my remaining sentinel point into 2 temporary biotic points using one of my conversions, and that'll be my turn. Oh, I do not feel well. And she's gonna be like kind of like taking a knee and like holding her head.
At least you didn't take psychic damage.
Okay.
David.
I'm just going to shoot both barrels down the hallway at this thing. Please, God. Yeah, I'll
Nice
take.
shot.
Thanks, God. So, and then offhand Carnifex. Nope. So, yeah. That's it. It's not good seeing the Spectre throw up on the floor, but
Yeah, you guys see Aryn try to do some kind of biotic thing to it and then just throw up. It's not a good sign.
I did have a question. I really can't do it this turn, but no, you know what? Never mind. That's it. That's my turn.
All right.
We're good.
Shepard, give me a wisdom saving throw with advantage. Alas, you still firmly believe that this is really happening.
Wow. Wow.
Which is very unfortunate.
yeah.
As a matter of fact, the grief and the trauma have grown so great that you cannot help yourself but begin to entertain notions of self-harm, which if you fail another wisdom save may actualize themselves.
Oh,
Okay.
The dice gods have something against you
Shepard's
today.
having a bad time.
Yeah.
My question will be becoming more and more relevant. I am going to think on it. Thank you.
I don't know
Okay.
what you did to the dice gods, but they are not happy with you.
guys, I'm sorry.
Shepard
All
is
right.
going to need a lot of therapy after this.
Oh yeah. And I don't think our
Yeah.
doctor's cut out for it.
All right, Kronk,
She might make it worse.
you managed to resist its nightmare, but in doing so, enraged it and it attacked you. It's clear that it could have attacked Shepard, but it actually, you're learning about its behavior. It seemed like satisfied with putting Shepard in the nightmare and then just left her alone. But because you resisted, it was like, oh, well, fuck this guy. So
Damn.
it does seem mad at you. Its body language communicates that it seems like very physically aggressive and hostile towards you now, Kronk, in a way that it wasn't before. It's like it was going to put you in the nightmare and it failed. So now you've got killing intent looking down the hall at you.
Cool. With that being the case, I am going to first things first. It might be short range, but it doesn't really matter. He's going to biotic charge into the thing.
Okay.
I need to know if it's saved because that tells me how many shields I get back.
It does succeed. Yep.
Okay, cool. So that's... Hey, I still get back like 5 shields. No, 2. Damn. 2. Whatever. Okay. I also gained 4 temp hit points because of the start of my turn. While raging, I'm going to spit a globule of blood into its face and use my bonus action from frontline to hit it with a hammer.
All right. Yeah, you smack it right in the face with your hammer.
So, let's see. So, hit it with this. Then I am going to go ahead and throw another one of these on top of it.
Wow, yeah. No, you pretty much disintegrate the front half of its face off. It's like missing half of its head now. It seems like startlingly unfazed by half of its head being missing. It doesn't like fall over or anything. It continues to move and act.
Lovely. That will be my turn. I see that Arturo was already taking his early.
All right, Juvius. Yeah, I don't know why Arturo wrote that. I think it was a misclick.
I didn't mean to click on that. It was. I was trying to look at the spell to check on something.
Don't worry, I'll hide your mistake. Nothing happened.
I appreciate that.
There you go. Just put that under the rug. There you go. Sweep it out of there.
Nobody needs to know that happened.
Alright, I'm gonna shoot at it.
Wow, there you go. You shoot it right in its face hole.
Shoot it again.
My gosh.
Right in the face hole.
The crit factory.
All right. Your automatic fire is slowly starting to split its body. There's so many bullet holes on it that one of its arms is like hanging by sinew, and it's starting to like. It looks like it might fall over, not because it's dead, just for the sake of like the structural integrity of its limbs is failing. Moving or no?
No, not moving.
Okay. Alrighty. Well, it is going to attack Kronk with a claw again.
I'm going to use my other planning die to force that to roll an 8. And hope that the modifier is low enough that it won't hit.
Oof.
So it gets an 8 on the die?
On the die, plus its modifier.
Kronk has 17 AC.
Mm-hmm.
That hits.
Oh, shit!
Oh my god.
Wow.
Hi, guys.
Oh.
I'm sorry.
It's alright. I'm already looking up art for the next character. We'll be good.
Please don't insta-kill
Well, you still have
Kronk.
resistance to the piercing, at least, right?
I have resistance to everything that isn't psychic,
Ah, okay.
but I don't think that helps.
It just puts Kronk on the floor. It doesn't kill him. It renders him unconscious. And in your unconscious state, Kronk, you find yourself on your home planet, surrounded by dead Krogan young. Then it is going to step over Kronk's body. And as it is hobbling over toward Aryn, its limbs are kind of like putting themselves back together. It starts to form back part of its face.
No.
I don't like this thing.
Do I still have advantage with that 21?
You do. All right, yeah. You do.
So radiation, 17.
So the part of its face it was regenerating is blown back off again.
Okay.
Good.
Oh man, I need another one of those crits.
Ray, you have a floodlight. Arturo, anything else? Moving or whatever? Stealth. Yeah, makes sense.
Gotta keep that up.
All right, Ray, you have a floodlight.
All right. I guess I will begin to move. So here's a question for all involved. Should I just try to get up there as soon as possible, or should I heal Kronk?
I think it's worth the action to heal Kronk.
Yeah.
Okay.
I have to go the other direction to heal Kronk, though, because you're not getting past that thing.
Tasty's there.
Oh, yeah, right, Tasty is there.
Yeah.
So, are you sure you want to backtrack with Ray? Because there's a staircase right here.
Oh, that staircase leads up?
Yeah, that leads up to
that staircase
behind
leads to...
Arturo.
Yeah, the staircase will put you right where Arturo is.
Yep.
I didn't even realize that was a staircase. I thought it was just like a grating or something.
No, this goes up to behind Arturo. Yep.
Okay.
Yeah.
5, 10, 15, 20, 25, 30, 35. All right, I'm halfway up the stairs, boys. And so you know how in the games the drones can do like a little buzz on people that just kind of is like an annoying buzz. It doesn't really hurt them.
Yes.
Can I try that on Shepard as Tasty floats by? Just try to shock her out of whatever the hell is affecting her.
That depends on whether it actually has an attack in this game system. So Mark and Dan,
it's a familiar, so it does not.
No attacks.
Okay. So my frog can't just flop against somebody. All right.
It might have the shake out of it thing that like people can do for her. Like
it's alright. I think I got something that'll help her.
Therapy? Drugs?
No, but I got friendship. I can probably help with that.
The good thing is Kronk should get max healing from this because of
Beacon of Hope.
Oh, excellent. Okay, so I already rolled max.
Oh, yeah.
Which is awesome. But if I hadn't, that would have been awesome. You're gonna heal for 15.
Okay.
I'm gonna take a wild guess and say that being knocked unconscious also ended my rage.
I believe it did.
It would. Yep.
That's the question, ain't it?
And just because I can't
make up angry, but
yeah. Okay.
Of note that when you restore health to Kronk, he does not automatically wake up.
Oh, yeah.
Oh, right, because he's in the fugue state.
Yep.
Well, at least he's not bleeding out, so that's a good.
With Shepard.
He was never gonna kill Kronk. He was just gonna send him to the Shadow Realm.
Sorry, Jimbo. All right, I'll end my turn.
Oh. It's all right.
Keep bestow hope up. And I'm going to cast hesitation on myself, Sanctuary, as my bonus action, and then use my action to dodge.
All right. David,
look at me. I'm the tank now.
Come on, tank.
I want to ask. So, in order for me to do this, I would drop one of my guns. But is it possible if I used Whisper to get inside Shepard's head with a telepathic message? Could I possibly give her like a bit more of a boost than just advantage, like maybe like a +1 or +2 on the save or something like that? If I use my action to cast a message into her head. to try and snap her out of it?
You'll give her a save. Like, you'll give her an attempt at the save.
Like, but on my turn, and then she can try again on her turn as well? Is that
Correct. Yes.
Oh, yeah, no.
Nice.
David immediately dropped his Karn effect because there's only one round left
you
in
can
anyway
stow
before he's
one.
got to pop the thing.
You can stow
Do
it.
you need a free hand to
Yeah,
cast
yeah.
Whisper?
You do.
Yes.
To cast anything, you need a free
Okay.
hand.
So he
Not anything.
he clicks it back on his side, and he brings his 2 fingers up to the side of his head, because I know where Shepard's at, and it's within 120 feet. And in her head, he's just dropping all formality. He goes, "Lucille, I'm gonna need you to break out of this. We really need help. Snap out of it."
So, wisdom save with advantage to see whether or not it reaches Shepard.
18.
Okay. An 18 fails.
Oh my god.
Holy fuck, dude!
Oh.
It's hard for Shepard to roll much better.
Oh boy. I've never been happier that I'm wearing my full armor. Okay. Okay. Good to know. Good to. I like this character. Okay.
We all like her too.
It's okay, the heal drone is on your side of the ship, so.
Okay, let me think, because that's a that's a level 0. So let me see if can I do anything with biotic enhancement. No. Okay. Well then, we're all way too clumped up on this side of the ship. So I think. Let's see if I move to here. What is it to get over here? Okay. So. Seeing as it didn't work, still hearing her scream, he's just gonna move through Juvius a little bit, get behind Aryn, and then he's just gonna blip with his bonus action using the biotic step. That's
All
gonna
right.
get me to here
step,
directly
yeah.
behind. Yeah, directly behind Tasty. And then I'm gonna back up another 5 feet. Still got one Carnifex trained on him at least. But like I gotta obviously the mental thing didn't work, so my next idea is to try and shake her the fuck out of it. But yeah,
Shepard.
no, that's all I got.
Let me guess. I need to roll a wisdom save. Is that what you need me to do?
Indeed. With advantage.
Hang on.
Don't forget about adaptive.
I have adaptive.
Okay.
Because I'm human, so I can re-roll, and that should still be with advantage because Aryn's
Re-roll.
wisdom thingy. So 20.
There we
20.
go.
Okay.
20.
Yeah.
You realize that it isn't real. You regain enough of yourself to put it together that what you're seeing that this can't be real. So you're able to deny the substance of this. However, you don't wake up. You're still there. You're just aware and you can act now. As I said, you're standing ankle deep in the snow in front of your old home with your dead grandparents in front of you. There's nothing around there's nothing around for miles. They were kind of out in the middle of nowhere. It's like woods and in the mountains or whatever.
Ranch, yeah.
Yeah, ranch. So there's but yeah. So you are now aware that you are in something that isn't real, but it doesn't bring you out of it.
Lucid dreaming.
You can take actions here in this place.
How far out am I from the house?
You could get there if you dashed.
She's gonna run for it.
All right, yeah. You run to the house and you reach the front door like around the end of your turn.
Okay.
Kronk, give me a wisdom save with advantage.
Well, at least I get a shot.
Come on, wise boy.
All right. So you believe that this is real, and
So,
yeah.
Great. Yeah. So then that means he's gonna drop down to one knee, reach up, pick up like a small Krogan body that he recognizes from one of the first clutches he ever had to help bury. That'll be my turn.
The emotional damage.
That's one out of 3. I'm tracking your. I'm gonna call it the trauma tracker, right?
The traumater.
The traumater, yeah.
Traumatron.
All right, Juvius.
Alrighty. Let's see. Oh, I can go all the way against the wall. Great. Perfect.
Time to leave.
Hey, who's gonna be the next tank?
Not me. Oof. That was a 2, so I can't re-roll it.
Well, roll damage anyway. You don't know what its AC is.
Oh no.
That's true, but
You don't know what's happening.
What level am I? Do I have the feat yet?
No.
No, I do not. Okay, yeah, it's level 5.
Wait. Do you? Maybe you do.
Do I? Because I
2
could've
is
sworn-
feet.
It's not. I think it's an ability, not feat. Hold on.
No, it would be. Yeah, no, you do have it because feet. Is ability boost at level 4 or 5? It's 4, right?
Yeah.
Yeah. Okay,
Yeah,
you do have it now. So yeah, roll another attack.
Oh well. Oh well. Gotta make up for all those crits.
Indeed. All right.
Did you take the feat or the ability score increase?
The feet.
Feat. Okay.
It reaches out to you, Aryn.
Does it need to make
Oh,
a
crap.
save to get past my sanctuary?
Not for this.
Oh god.
Give me a wisdom
Shit.
save.
Come on,
Okay.
Aryn!
All right.
Come on,
I
Aryn!
still have advantage on it. Hang on. 16.
Shit.
Yeah.
All right. Well, you blink, and you are surrounded by a dead squad. Your dead squad of commandos,
Oh damn.
and it's your fault.
It is.
And all of their corpses, their heads all turn so they're facing you, and the dead bodies all start saying your fault over and over.
Sorry. I'm so sorry.
Every
Oh,
squad mate
no.
we've ever had die on us in the last 300 years is currently blaming you.
Yeah.
That wasn't of natural causes.
So, you have to concentrate on Beacon of Hope.
Yes.
That means it's gone.
Okay.
Oh, no. Oh, no.
And oh yeah, actually it'll move.
No.
Well,
Whoa!
the doctor would have been
Gosh.
like in the.
Yeah, I was about to
Yeah, I was
say.
gonna say, there's no way she's gonna.
I should
Yeah.
hope
No,
she's
she
out
would
in there.
All right,
I would
Arturo.
hope he's in the cockpit or
Yeah,
something.
he's in like the cockpit. Yeah.
Am I still hidden in my position with it having moved with the
I would
22
say
that
not
I rolled?
anymore. It's like right there.
You do have. Well, he does still have cover against him until he gets to that 45-degree
yeah.
angle.
You're hidden.
Yeah.
You're hidden.
Okay, then I still have advantage on this. So
Which
I'm
makes
gonna
it
keep
normal.
casting this spell until I don't think it's working anymore, or I run out of options to cast it. So please,
Oof.
correct. Oh, no! Don't tell me I'm gonna reroll that because of adaptive.
Okay. All right. Well, roll damage. Yeah.
Really,
You hit it?
really.
You hit it and you disintegrate a small portion of its side.
Every single time I rolled this, I had rolled lower on both damage and the hit. It's like it's getting less and less effective.
Right.
And then I will. Hold on. I'm
No,
going
yeah,
to
go ahead.
move
We're gonna just
here.
like skirt around that fucking corner, flip on the floodlights. Eat photons, motherfucker!
You're like, oh, hi there, Ray.
So,
How did you get here?
when you attacked it with elemental projectile, it became aware of you. And when you leave its 10-foot reach, it lashes out with its claws around the corner. You'll have...
No.
I don't think there's cover from melee, right?
No, there's not.
Alright, what is your AC, Arturo?
Oh, no. If this hits me, I'm going down 17. I don't have the AC to hold up on this. I don't have the HP, I mean. I have a reaction. I should have picked up fucking shield. This is one of the few times where I wish I picked up shield.
Alright, so first is Pierce.
Ow.
Oh,
And then
that right there.
unknown
That's it.
damage.
That's
God.
no.
You get your shield plus your health?
Oh.
Can't.
I mean, he's not dead.
Right.
That's 55 damage. What's your maximum hit points?
With shield.
Without shields.
Well, I mean, shield matters here because you got to subtract the shield and then add the HP, the regular HP to it.
Right. Okay. Yeah.
He doesn't take 55 to his health. He's not dead.
This is 42. Yeah, but
Yeah, you're not dead.
42.
You are down, but you are not dead.
Oh god. So I didn't move that. I'm still right next to fucking Juvius, but I'm just down.
You surely are.
All right.
I'll get to the kind of fun you're having when we come around to you next time.
Oh no.
Ray.
Oh man.
Well, Ray hears a thud on the stairs, and she's like, "Oh, that's not good," and gets up and sees Arturo unconscious. I guess I'll step over Arturo's body and then hand the floodlight to the Turian and then get the hell out of there.
The Turian does not have an open hand to take it.
We need you to be brave, Ray.
Not
Just turn that shit
Yeah,
out.
you just do it, and you just see the two guns in each of his hands, and he's like, "Oh."
Those two guns are
He's
becoming a
got
major
pistols.
inconvenience. All right, I guess Ray kind of like bullies him aside a little bit, turns the floodlight and turns it on.
All right, yeah. You shine the floodlight at it. It reels back, shielding its face with its arms, and like takes a step away from you.
Okay. Do I think that I would be able to increase its power by any way?
Not really. It's a floodlight. You're aiming it
Too
at
much
the
power, you
creature.
break it.
Adam can control the illumination in the ship.
The lights
So-
in the ship are flickering like crazy right
never
now.
mind then.
Just so we're all aware, this thing could literally kill me like dead in one shot. So I guess Ray will step forward and keep trying to push it back.
It's a floodlight. Just throw it on the ground and leave.
Yeah.
Yeah, but if it can get away from the light, it doesn't. We haven't solved any problems.
All right. Well, it actually does back up when you're like as you approach it with the light. It instinctively backs away from Ray as she approaches it.
Oh yeah.
All right. So I guess Ray is going to just keep funneling the light onto it, hoping that the Turian has a plan. It's just us Dextros together here, bud.
Still got David at the other end of the hall.
Oh,
Yeah,
okay,
I'm
good.
fine.
So good.
All right, there's that human over there.
Just worried about his friend, and now the Krogan's down, and the
And basically,
Oh.
Ray is doing that thing from the thing where the guy just slowly walks towards it with the flamethrower, trying to get it to back away from him. And I'm just going to keep doing that, just very slowly, trying to push it back to I don't know where, hoping whatever I'm doing is hurting it.
All right.
oh man.
So my turn.
It is.
Okay, so because of my sickened condition, do I actually have disadvantage on this wisdom save?
You do.
God damn it. How long does the sickened last? Or is there an unknown time on it?
You have no idea how long
Great.
it lasts.
Okay. Well, I'll use my inspiration to at least give myself a normal roll on this. Nah.
David?
Oh.
So, nope.
I said, where's Turian Monk at?
Yeah, you're having a bad time.
Yep.
David.
Well, then I'm just gonna withdraw the one. Well, here's my question: is Lucille still screaming, or has she stopped screaming but she's still out of it?
I mean, Shepard wouldn't be screaming since in the nightmare she's like running to her house.
Okay, so in his mind, it's like, wow, that actually fucking worked.
She's still unconscious
Damn.
though.
Yeah.
Well,
God.
damn. Okay. And he'll just withdraw
Right,
his.
so-
He'll draw his Carnifex now, join side by side with the other one that he kept out, and well, I'm near my room. My sword's in there. I'm going to take a five. I'm going to take a. Let's see. I'm going to take a 5-foot step. Let's see. What is the range on a Carnifex again?
I think it's 50.
30 feet?
30.
No.
30?
Yeah, you're right. No.
50? Okay,
It's not
okay. Then yeah, no, I'm gonna take two more. I'm gonna take 2 more shots at it. But I will
It's
have
50,
to.
150.
I'll have to pop my a thermal clip on one of them after this shot because it's dry after this shot. Hey, I'll take that. I won't take that
Alright.
shitty damage rolls though. And then the second one, nope, of course. So
Still roll damage on it.
Yep.
Right.
Anyway.
still roll damage.
Well, you don't know if you hit or not, so.
Oh, okay.
You also don't know if you hit something else or not.
All right. Shepard, you have reached your family home, or your childhood home. On opening the door, the inside is just how you left it. It's how you remember it.
How do I get out of here? I still feel like this feels like reality, right?
It
The
feels
door
real.
solid.
You can feel it.
everything.
Yep. You've logically reached the conclusion that it can't be real, but all of the sensations are real. It's like you're in the Matrix. Like you know it's fake, but like you can feel, smell, taste, everything.
I run to the medicine cabinet and find the right pill to come out of the Sorry, no.
Find the blue pill. Or is it the red one? It's been a while.
Red makes you go in the Matrix. Blue makes you wake up and believe whatever you want to believe.
Take the blue pill.
Yeah.
Wake up.
There's got to be a mirror in the entry hall. You always have a mirror that you can check before you go out. I'm going to go to the mirror and look. Do I see me? Or do I say younger me? You said I was 10.
Mm-hmm. When you look in the mirror, you see, instead of yourself, a sort of like shadowy looking humanoid creature in your place. Its body is like semi-transparent darkness with like your hands leave like a trail of shadow behind them. And if you move and do stuff, it mimics, confirming that what you're seeing is what you seem to be in this place.
Well, I've watched those old hollows, see if it does anything. I'm gonna punch the mirror and see if anything happens. Aside from, oh wow, glass shards are fun.
Well, you punch the mirror, hurting yourself. Like the glass cuts your hand, and I'll give you a wisdom saving throw.
With advantage.
Hang on. If I got anything... Adrenaline rush is a second action. Doesn't have to be an attack.
You can adrenaline rush to like punch it again, like keep going.
Did I feel anything different aside from ow?
It just hurt.
Because I know this isn't reality.
Yeah, you took yeah, it just hurt. It cut your hand.
I am. I'm just gonna hit it again because I'm pissed now.
All right. Give me another wisdom save. No advantage. Beacon of Hope went down.
Yeah.
Okay.
Nope. I'm just angry.
Yeah, so be it.
And now in pain.
David, you notice something.
No.
What's up?
Cuts appear on Shepard's hands. And Shepard, you took a couple of damage to your hit points. And like glass cuts appear on Shepard's hands.
What the
That directly to hit
fuck?
points, bypassing shield.
Yep.
It's like
It didn't
damage.
even... The armor didn't do anything?
Do you have like armored gloves on? They're cuts to your hands, so
Okay, so it doesn't matter. It is just... Okay,
if you had gloves on, then there's blood inside your gloves now.
Oh, well, that's...
And it would have cut your
Um,
hands, but not cut the gloves.
I don't know if I would have had gloves on.
Okay.
I might not have because we're in the ship. I would have been wearing the full armor, but probably not the gloves. So how many points of damage did I inflict on myself by getting pissed in the Shadow Realm?
Just a couple. I already did it to your health.
Oh, okay.
Just
Lovely.
two. Yeah.
Ow.
Kronk. Give me that wisdom save.
Okay, let's see here. No advantage. Good. Okay, so
Very bad. You're having a very bad time.
A really high DC, my god.
yeah, the face on the dead baby Krogan he's holding shifts a little bit until it looks almost like it could have been related to him.
Oh,
Oh,
I've already planned out the entire escalation. If I keep failing, it's gonna get worse.
No.
It is your turn.
so does the light seem to be hurting this thing, or just kind of like making it back off?
It certainly doesn't like it. Kind of hard for you to tell if it's actually damaging it or if it just doesn't like it.
We had lightsabers. Wrong franchise.
It goes next.
Shit.
Yeah, okay. Well, I'm gonna shoot it. So we'll start with that.
All right, you start shooting at it, and your bullets are connecting. You're filling it full of holes as it stumbles away from the light.
So, I'm gonna. Okay, I'm just gonna go stand in front of Ray and drop one of my guns.
All right.
You're not standing directly in front of the light, right? Can you like?
I
make it so
mean,
that
I came to the
you can
conclusion
stand in
that
front
it
of her,
might not
but-
matter. I'm just trying to protect Ray. We know this thing has a 10-foot reach at least.
Admirable of you.
I've got a lot more hit points than she does.
It puts its hand in front of Juvius's face. Give me a wisdom saving throw.
May I use my inspiration to get advantage on
You
this?
sure can.
Thank you.
Damn it, Juvius!
Oh man.
Wait,
What
isn't there a
the
Korean thing where you
actual
can re-roll something? Isn't
That
there
one.
It's a
Only-
1 out of 6.
Yeah.
Okay. Well, it was worth a
I
shot.
was trying for you.
All right. Well, Juvius, you're locked in the room of the old Turian vulture that you were on the last time you came to this horrible place, and the door is rattling, and you hear your brother screaming for you to help him, but you can't get the door open, and he's screaming and rattling the door and like being killed outside, but you can't see what's happening. You can't get out there to help him.
Wonderful.
Arturo, you awaken in the rubble of a building that is collapsed on top of you, and many of your close comrades. You're being slowly crushed under the debris. I need a wisdom save and a death saving throw.
Oh. Okay, can I use my inspiration on the wisdom save?
You can.
That's
You-
what I'm talking about.
Ooh, nice.
You realize that this place isn't real, so you know
Doesn't change
that
the fact that I'm getting trapped.
yeah, it still hurts horribly, and I still need a death save because you were never stabilized or anything like that.
Oh yeah, I'm working on that. Oh no! At least it wasn't in that one.
Damn close.
Wait, human.
Very
you can
close, yes.
Do you want to re-roll as a human?
I
do you wanna
I
wait
don't
on
think I
that?
could use an adaptive on this.
You can use adaptive on any d20. As long as you haven't used it yet.
I'm saving it. It's fine. We'll move on.
All right, Ray.
So Ray sees everybody either dying, unconscious, or mesmerized, except for one person that she only
wait,
knows
I
is
don't-
there because of Tasty.
I don't get to do anything after succeeding on my my wisdom save?
Oh, yeah. No, you do. Sorry. You do. You're pinned under rubble, but you're lucid. So yeah, you can take actions.
Yeah, it was pinned under rubble by his real arm, assuming.
Oh yeah.
And leg. I just don't know what I would even.
I mean, you can try to get out from under the rubble, which would be an athletics check.
Yeah, he's not making that. I don't know if this is gonna work. This might be a horrible idea, but assuming that he still has his his comms or whatever, he's gonna come over his comms and just go and just call over there. It's like this is Ensign Arturo Bernardi. I am calling for immediate evac for unit blah 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 in this sector. Medics needed, and then I'll just I'll do that for now. Just
All right.
reach out to hopefully
When-
people who still exist.
When
Like he
you
knows
do
it's not
that-
real, but
When you do
he
that,
doesn't.
a shadow passes over you as there is a giant shape that like comes into view, blocking out the sun overhead. It's this huge sort of amorphous shape that just blocks out the light. You can't get a good look at it, but it's massive. And you get a reply on your comms. It sounds horribly distorted, and it says, Arturo Bernardi. And that's it.
Oh.
Oh no, now it knows our names.
It knows my name. But I would imagine what it doing. I don't know.
Alright, Ray.
Can I still attempt that's the
No, you did your thing. Like,
No,
you did what you were doing.
If we establish communications with this thing, it's like, I want to speak to your leader, Arturo Bernardi.
Oh no.
We want the Bernardi.
Oh no. Alright, it's Ray's turn. My bad.
Alright, Ray.
Alright, Ray's kind of in a panic, but she's noticing that it's covering its face, so she's gonna, like, keep moving the light around, trying to aim at its face, so it has to keep covering and hopefully blinding itself, while she's slowly moving it backwards, further and further, as long as it keeps going.
I'm down.
It keeps backing away from you.
If she gets a chance, she's gonna try to turn the light and see if it'll back up into the bathroom.
Okay, interesting. Yeah, you try to, like, kind of angle it so that you're... Alright. That would require you to kind of, like, hold the light over, like, next to the wall at it, which is possible, but it's going to mean getting very close to it. You're basically holding the light out into its space, like, trying to corral it upward. So...
Well, right now, as far as she knows, everybody's either mesmerized or dead. Because she knows because of Tasty that he's alive, but that doesn't tell her anything because she can't see right now because this thing's in her way.
We also know that Arturo is dying.
You also know that David's still awake because he's still actively shooting.
Yeah.
Oh, he is shooting it?
Okay.
Yeah, I'm still shooting it. I'm still active.
Okay, what would you need me to roll for that?
Nothing. It's the one that will be rolling.
Oh.
What is your armor class?
Not nearly high enough to get missed by this thing. I think it's 13 or 14.
I would need the number.
Pretty sure it's 14.
Okay.
It is 14, yes.
It swings its arm out, and it cuts open a swath of metal.
Mark said hi too.
The wall next to Ray.
Oh Jesus Christ!
And it does in fact back into the bathroom. So Ray, you have walked it into the bathroom. You had to do this pretty slow and careful. It pretty much took all your movement. I would say you can have Tasty do something still.
All right. Tasty would be able to 10, 20, 30, 40. So Tasty will double move over here, and then I'll use my action to heal Arturo. So basically, she's holding the floodlight with one hand, and her Omni tool comes up, and she just starts doing the thing where they like they're typing on a keyboard with one hand. And then she's gonna try. She's gonna try the heal. Well, I mean, I guess she'll succeed at the heal unless something horrifying happens.
No, I mean it works, but he doesn't wake up, of course.
Yeah. All right. You're going. Are they still being healed for? No, they're not being healed for all because you're unconscious. I rolled max.
You still
anyway,
rolled maximum.
Yes.
Nice.
Yeah. So basically, she's just like shining it at this thing as it's like retreating around the bathroom, just trying to keep it as lit up as possible.
Okay.
Do you have your interaction available to
the
close
world
the
did you
door?
Can I close the door?
I would say that your movement and interact were spent pulling off this whole maneuver with the light.
Didn't it just rip through one of the doors anyway?
Yeah, well, I mean over here.
Oh, I thought it like ripped through the door that it came out of over here.
Yeah. It did just break out easily. Yep.
Okay, so I'll just keep the light on it for now. We'll see what the situation is next round, but I'll end my turn.
Aryn,
Okay, what do I need to do?
disadvantage wisdom saving throw.
Okay. Well, that was actually kind of close.
All right, you're having a very bad time.
Yeah.
The bodies of your squad start to climb up your legs.
Oh yeah, Aryn is kind of like freaking out and trying hard to apologize to him and everything, but I don't out of character have much hope of getting out of this.
So David, Shepard's punching the air, and there's actually like blood coming off her hands, even though she's punching nothing. Kronk is like, I don't know, on his knees having a meltdown. Aryn is also probably looks to be in a very bad state. You maybe see Juvius down the hall. Like most of your party are now are now like completely out of it. They're not conscious.
I think, seeing all this, first he's gonna stow his empty carnifex because there ain't no point. He can't reload it with the other one in his hand. So he's got one shot left in the one that Aryn gave him, but he sees that the thing hates the light and Ray's over there. But then he remembers that that thing just cut right through metal, and Ray is not metal. So he, God damn it! So he's going to move literally next to Ray. This thing's 5 feet in front of me, so I can't shoot it, but I have an Omni tool. So I'm going to Omni Blade punch this thing. So let's see what it does. Well, roll damage even if because you don't know if it's hitting or not, right? Yep. Right. And martial artist unarmed strike. Boom. Okay, that's just pitiful. But right. He looked to her with his bonus action. I think. No, I've already stowed a gun. No, never mind. No, he just look at her and give her like full face. He's just like, I don't know what the fuck I'm doing either. You seem to be more effective than I am right now.
Yeah, she can't really respond because she's literally crying and like shaking really bad because she doesn't know what to do.
You did slice the thing open with your Omni tool, and it's continuing to try to back away from the light. It's like bumping into the bathroom stalls.
We got this, Ray. I need you to hold that light. Just keep that light up, man.
All right, Shepard.
Okay.
You have demolished that mirror.
Damn.
The sunlight that was coming through the windows of your house considerably dims, as though a shadow is falling over the entire house.
He'll step back outside onto the porch, down the step.
You can't see the sun anymore. It was a bit of a cloudy day, but now the sky is just dark. Where the sun was, there's some huge mass blocking it completely.
The fuck do you want?
It doesn't respond to you. Moved outside and yelled at it. You have like an action left.
Yeah, she does. Being out this far, they're gonna have a decent supply of flashlights if it's getting dark. Gonna get one of those big old ones. You know, the ones you turn on and you stare into, you go blind. Gonna go get that out of the kitchen, because you always put that stuff in the kitchen.
All right.
I'm gonna come back out and I'm gonna turn it on.
All right. I'll say you move back into the house and you retrieve the light, but that would be the end of your turn.
Okay.
Kronk, give me a wisdom saving throw.
Excellent.
Woo!
True.
Oh yeah.
So So for the next step in our little game, he's gonna start looking around at all of the bodies and spotting little familial traits in them, and just pull the corpse he's already holding close to his chest and start leaning forward until his head is touching the ground.
All right. And as you kind of enter that position with your head on the ground, you feel this overwhelming compulsion to harm yourself come over you. So I will need you to go ahead and make an unarmed strike. You don't roll the attack; you just hit. You just roll critical damage with an unarmed strike against yourself.
Critical damage with an unarmed strike against myself. Okay, that's a really easy roll to make. Oh wait, no, actually, it's a D1 plus your strength mod, isn't it?
It's 1 plus your strength mod if you
Yeah,
you have
sorry. Let
something
me
that gives it a die.
hang on just a second. Let me fix that then. Oh. 1 plus my strength mod is 5, so yeah, I take 10 damage.
Well, static mods don't multiply on critical damage, though, do they? Or would it for this? Then?
Sorry, no, I can't math. You're right. Static mods don't multiply.
7. 5 plus 1 plus 1. Yep.
Yeah.
Okay.
So you take 7 damage. You were forced to hurt yourself in whatever way you choose to flavor it. And that does manifest in reality as well.
Lovely.
This is a kind of a case of rule of the law versus letter of the law, and it doesn't really matter in the long run. But technically, a crit says you roll twice as many dice. So would an attack that just does 1 damage actually double?
1 plus his strength.
In that case, he just takes 6.
Yeah, wouldn't it just be 6 then instead of 7?
Yeah, all right, it's just 6.
I mean, it doesn't make any sense because you feel like unarmed attack should be able to crit, but I was just curious based on how the rule was written.
Oh, don't worry about it for now.
So, Juvius, you're stuck in a room, and you hear the sound of your brother being brutally killed right outside the door. He's screaming for your help.
I'm guessing on a wisdom save.
Yeah.
Ooh.
Mm.
We are not equipped for this kind of save. Ooh.
All right.
No, Juvius is just hyperventilating, having a panic attack.
It's literally one of my best saves, guys.
It's a really it's just a really high DC.
Literally same.
On its turn, it backs into the wall with a wet splat, and one of its legs, from all the bullets and all the gunfire and cuts, one of its legs gives out and it collapses onto one side, like propping itself on the wall with an arm. And it like tries to reach forward with a claw, and then its body begins to kind of melt in just the concentrated light, because now it's in this little room that you're just like aiming a floodlight into. So it's almost in like you've created like a tanning booth. So it like very slowly begins to fall apart and melt.
Oh yeah, a lot of reflective surfaces in there.
And as it does, its body collapses into a black puddle that then itself seems to slowly become sort of transparent. The slime and sludge flattening out into shadows, which then vanish in the light.
So it doesn't just not like light, it's allergic to light. Good.
Adam, status report. Do you detect the creature anywhere?
So Adam, all of you in the ship who are unconscious, you remain unconscious. And Adam says, I do not detect anything on the inside, but there's something holding the ship, and you hear the body of the ship crumple a little bit, like something is exerting enormous pressure on the outside, and everyone's still unconscious, and that's where we'll take our 5-minute break for tonight.
Okay.
Okay.
Hey,
All right.
man, I got a question for you as we're taking this break.
Yes.
I don't know if Felix is. If both Lucille and Aryn and everyone else, am I acting off?
Yes.
Yeah.
Yep. You are.
Yup.
Well, no, Waze
No.
is acting captain at the moment.
Oh yeah, Waze is still here.
But you're the ranking player character, so have fun.
Yep. Enjoy. I'll be over here in the corner bleeding, apparently.
No, you wake
Yeah,
your
with-
ass up.
With Aryn, Shepard, and Arturo all out, you're in charge.
No.
You hear the groaning metal of the body of the ship being constricted from one end to the other. Adam is more or less freaking out and says, "There's something huge holding the ship."
Touching me, something's touching me, something's touching me.
I'm just gonna look to Ray. I'm gonna put my hand on her shoulder and be like, "Okay, look,
Adam's
put the
gonna
light
need
down.
therapy after this too.
You're medically trained, obviously. You got knowledge. See if you can help Doc help the others."
I'll see what I can do, but I don't understand what's afflicting them. I healed the Krogan and the human, and they haven't gotten back up. Their
Right,
vital
but here's
signs
the
are
thing.
fine, but they're not.
I don't know what's going on either. Okay, I believe that you can try it out. You're fucking smart. I believe you can figure it out. With Doc's help, you two can probably figure it out. Okay,
Okay, anything we figure out isn't going to help if we get crushed. So maybe you should hit the helm.
That's what I'm going. That's where I'm going. And David's gonna holster the other Carnifex now for right now, and run into the cockpit. And
Ray's immediately going to start trying to wake the Spectre up because basically her brain is telling her get the captain awake. Her Quarian
right.
brain kicks in and it says get the captain awake.
Yep.
All right. Well, I mean, you can shake Aryn, which gives Aryn a wisdom save to recognize that what she's experiencing isn't real.
Can I
She's
tech support that?
she's also sick though, so she's got disadvantage.
You can give Aryn a
a
tech support, yeah.
Okay, I'll throw out a tech support and basically use whatever medical knowledge I know to try to wake her up.
Well,
So
tech
it's like
support's not going to do me any good on that because I've still got disadvantage.
I'm just imagining Ray standing over Aaron is just like, I'm going to use all of my knowledge of Asari biology to wake you up. And smack her.
That's what I was hoping for, honestly.
Adam, can you said it's something's attached to you. Is it like, is the nose of the ship still fine? Is it wrapped around you? Like, I guess, what am I trying to say? Like,
The
is it
ship
like
is
latched on?
completely encased.
Do we have any exterior lights that are functional that were not destroyed in the previous attack?
Some.
Think, David. Think hates light. Even if for a minute, let go. You can hit the fucking thrusters and move. We don't know where we're going, but
I'll remind you that we are still inside of the dark substance as
I know.
before.
I know. But if we stay here, it's gonna fucking crush us. So we at least gotta try something to break free. Wait a minute, Adam. What's the status of the weapon systems?
The weapon systems are online.
And we don't. And we don't just have torpedoes, right? We also have like a gun, like just a main gun.
There you go.
Oh, right. What are the weapon systems? Give me the fucking. We got a point defense laser.
Lasers are concentrated light.
Adam, how long would it take for you to? Are you able to quick charge a? Can you quick charge the Guardian point? The Guardian point defense laser.
Cool, by the way.
Sorry, your quit what? Sorry, I can you repeat your question? That's not Adam, that's me. Like, did you see quick charge or?
Oh, basically, I'm asking him: is he able to, if I need him to get ready to fire a point defense laser?
Oh, the weapons are ready to fire.
The Guardian system is pretty much just a turn on and let it go.
I was about to say, yeah, think of a point defense laser as an anti-air. It's something that's gonna it's gonna go quick.
And try firing the Guardian defense laser.
Understood. Powering up the system.
If you feel the pressure lighten, or you think you can make a break out of whatever's grappling you, I suggest you take it. It's going to be pissed.
Understood.
Aren't you the pilot?
Quincy's co-pilot. Quincy's at the helm, not me. I can't helm it.
And
I'm trying to.
He also can't sense the pressure like he can.
Yeah, true.
The system is up and running. The point defensors are firing at full power constantly. I'm not detecting any change in the mass of what's holding us. The point defense lasers are point blank against its body. It is not reacting.
There's gotta be something. We're missing something.
In the meantime, the 5 of you who are out,
Okay.
each of you now are cast in the shadow of this giant black mass inside of this internal mental hallucination you're in. And
my name. It's still doing that.
And this time it speaks. It speaks to each of you, and it comes into view. As it emerges into view inside of your nightmare, the size of it cannot be understated. It is so large that it pretty much blots out the sky. You would estimate that if you compared it to something like a Reaper, it's at least...
I'd be able to directly do that in my nightmare.
It's at least 10 or more times the size of even Harbinger.
Oh,
but
no.
It is not mechanical. It looks like this.
Ooh.
We have found Cthulhu.
And it speaks.
I knew it!
It says, "You have come here in folly. You are not even as ants to me, but motes of dust, caught in a whirlwind. You will be my messengers. I have decided that it would amuse me that those who cast me out know that I am coming. Have you met my lesser brethren? They hide, feeble, cowardly. Now that their metal protectors are gone, I shall take my rightful place at a throne of blood."
Dear God, the Reapers were holding whatever this is back.
Oh no.
Is now the right time to say I told you so?
No,
So
no, it never is the right time for that.
So what we're dealing with is a mutant super leviathan.
Yep.
Glory. Not like any of the PCs would know that the whole leviathan thing was covered up. So.
Oh,
But
for sure.
Hey, let's look at it this way, right? We beat the Reapers, and this thing was scared of the Reapers. So by the transitive property, we can beat this thing.
Nah,
Oh, boy.
maybe the Reapers were designed to beat this.
I don't know if the transitive property applies here.
See, this is one of those things where Reaper beats this, we beat Reaper, it beat us.
Oh, rock, paper, scissors.
Mm-hmm.
Exactly. See.
Oh, okay. Well, then I surrender to its power.
Instead of rock paper scissors, it's rock paper omnicide.
It's like, you look at me, you are the captain now.
Lucille has backed up on the porch and is underneath the overhang and is just staring.
It speaks this time directly to one of you. All of you hear it, which is a little bit confusing for the people who aren't Juvius. But Juvius, it's looking through the window into the room at you, and it says, "This is the second time that I have felt your presence. Your kind have joined me now. But I shall spare you with the rest of them. As I said, you shall be my messengers. Go now and find my kind. Tell them their days are numbered. I would like their fear to have ripened when I arrive." My biotic pressure is so great that your ship has been caught in it. I shall restrain myself enough for you to exit.
Rama.
On the outside, David, you see the darkness that your ship was like immersed in. It begins to part behind you as whatever was holding your ship lets go. And suddenly you can actually see stars again, but only like going back. Like it's like the darkness is parting to give you a way to leave the system.
Oh yeah, no. David sees that. He goes, I don't know what the fuck happened, but Adam, full reverse.
Yeah, you flip it into reverse and you're able to fly out. And as you're flying out, it is surreal because you can see this like this black smoke-like substance filling space. As you're passing it, it looks almost solid. It is as though you are flying out of like a solid mass of whatever this black matter is. And as soon as you emerge out of it, suddenly you're able to see space again, but not behind you. Behind you, it's pitch black, and it kind of closes up behind you. Everyone starts to wake up around now as well.
He was finished talking about letting us go. Shepard was just starting to just let us go, just let us go, just let us go. So when she starts coming to, that's all she's saying.
Yep. So you exit the and this dark matter that you were caught in, it is unmistakably bigger than the solar system, like the Yomi system you were sent to investigate. So if this thing is the source of it, that the scale of that, the scope of what it seems to imply it passively creates around itself is, to those of you whose characters are intelligent enough to like put that together, it is beyond unsettling to imagine that something like that could possibly exist and be the product of like a single being.
Yeah,
So those of us that,
a supermassive biotic field.
so those of us that were conscious didn't hear any of that, right?
Yeah, the conscious people were not spoken to by it.
Okay. Well, I think the first thing David would do is, Ray, we're out. We're clear. I don't know what the fuck happened, but we're out. And he says that Quincy, you maintain eye contact with that. If that thing remotely farts in our direction, you fucking give it the tail light. And turns, I'm going to exit the cockpit.
And do I see the Spectre start to wake up?
Oh yeah, all 5 of you are waking up.
Am I still second?
I'll immediately take my hands off of her and step back.
You're still second.
Okay.
You feel like touching minds with that thing directly. It's gonna take a long rest at least.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, Aryn, as she comes to sits up and just holding her head and just rubbing at her temples with a really tight squint. Just
Holy shit.
And she'll look around and not see the thing. And sorry, what did you say, Ray?
Oh, I was just helping Arturo to his feet.
Oh, sorry.
He's awake.
That was David. Yeah, Aryn will see Ray and where is it? What's going on?
It's dead. It melted. The floodlight worked, but I couldn't wake any of you up. You were all in a trance.
It was some kind of nightmare state. It did speak
It
with
wants
us,
us to deliver a message.
What spoke with you?
I don't know. Some big shadowy presence. I don't know what to even call it or how to describe it.
Something larger than any Reaper you've ever seen or heard of.
Lots of eyes, lots of appendages. What's our status now? Are we still being held?
No, the ship is free.
There was an opening, and we took it. The moment that it opened, we took it. We're out.
Is everyone else all right? Any casualties?
No casualties. Everyone who actually took physical damage, I was able to heal. The mental scars may be lasting, though.
Yeah,
At that, you actually might notice out of the corner of your eye, Kronk storm into his room here that he was just near at. The door slammed shut, and then you hear this guttural roar and 4 loud, almost hammer blows on the wall.
Definitely the mental damage is not healed.
Are you okay, Arturo?
Thankfully, whatever it had convincing me that it was real, I was able to fight that off immediately, but I was still trapped. I'm not too worried. Mentally, I think I'll be fine. I lived through something I've been through.
I think we all experienced something traumatic from our pasts.
Fuck, Lucille.
Somebody checked on Shepard.
Where is she?
Yeah, no, I'm breaking past. I'm breaking past.
Yeah, Aryn is still sitting on the floor against the wall, just holding her head. Big psychic sickness.
Lucille is in the back of the room. She is tucked in the corner, holding her knees, tears streaming down her face. I don't think she sees you. She does not register you have walked in.
Been in there the longest.
Hey. He's gonna lean down and he's gonna tap her shoulder a little bit.
I killed
Come on.
them.
What?
I killed them.
Killed who?
But I didn't. I know I didn't. But I
Lucille,
did.
it wasn't real. It wasn't real.
There was so much blood.
It wasn't real. It's whatever the fuck that thing was. You're here. You're still on the Saratoga. You're right here.
You see her kind of shake a little bit, and she just stands up. Sit rep, where are we at?
Out. We're out. I got us out. I don't know what the fuck happened, but we're out.
We're messengers.
Like
always.
Steve said that shit too. What the fuck? Get your hand checked
just-
out.
It's fine. And she just walks past you and just out. You can see there are still tears. And she's just, you can see that the soldier has set back in.
Repression in 7 specialty.
She walks up
Oh,
to Aryn. You okay?
I'll be all right. I just need rest. I tried to attack the thing's mind, and it attacked right back with a force of will far greater than anything I've encountered.
Actually, it's a bit more horrifying than that. You're not even sure that it can tell that you touched it. What happened to you was almost just like completely like an involuntary passive thing.
Like swatting a fly that you feel land on you or something.
Yeah, you like touched it and paid the consequences. You're not even sure it's aware that you contacted it. It's fine.
Yeah, well, explained it as best I understand, as best Aryn understands it.
Of course.
Yeah, and she'll ask Shepard, how are you? You all right?
I'll get you something to drink. And she just walks past and goes into the galley and starts heating up some water for tea.
Aryn, this is yours. I'm handing her back the Carnifex. Still got 1 round in it though. You're gonna have to pop it.
Thanks. And she'll
Thank
she'll
you.
stow it. And she'll say, I want everybody that was affected by that thing to get a medical checkup before returning to duty. Myself included. Mr. Moreau,
Where are we going?
Well, the relay was going to be inside that void. There's no way we can get to it, so I think we're going to have to use Plan B and hoof it back through FTL.
Where's where's our end goal? Just so I know where we go from there.
Nearest relay. We can use that to get back to the Citadel to report in, or at least,
Citadel
or at least,
space.
yeah, just the nearest relay. We can make a report back to the council from there.
Got it. Quincy, plot a course for the relay. We're taking the scenic route.
Okay. The crew is understandably shaken.
Yeah.
The one person who was like, "Oh God, this is going to be an adventure. We're going to be in a storybook." Have they changed their tone yet?
He pokes his head out of like the lower decks, like a chamber he was basically in the whole time, and is like, "Did we win?"
Damn it!
No, we're ghosts.
They're asked to stations.
So I'm assuming the mission is a bust, and we're going to just take that entity's word for it and try to get out?
No.
No. The mission was
We're
a
already
success.
The mission was recon. We have information.
We found out. Yeah.
The mission was a startling success. We got out alive, and we know, and we have exactly the answer that is true. Council just doesn't want to hear it.
They never want to hear it, but you get used to that.
They won't hear it.
Well, once we're in range, I'll take care of the council.
Ready for the classic Mass Effect experience of telling the council about a horrible thing, and the council being like, "That's crazy. What are you talking about?"
I don't have time for
yes.
this. Shut it off.
Normal then.
The question of why did you even send us if you weren't going to believe us? You knew it was going to be. You knew it was going to be true no matter what.
Your dark one clearly was a hallucination.
Ooh,
we all hallucinated it at the same exact time.
Ray is going to kind of look around at everyone and then look past them at Juvius and be like, "So we're just going to assume the deaths of everyone aboard the ship then?" I believe that we were given a submission here of trying to save someone's family member. Are we
If-
just going to...
If it
There's
was
not
possible,
a chance in hell that we can even do that.
I think we've done everything here that we can.
And I'll be honest, I would be very shocked if they were alive. I didn't come here looking for my brother. I came here looking for answers.
At least we
Well,
have
as
some of
long
them.
as you're okay with it, Juvius, I do not want to abandon your family if it's not your wishes.
Based off of what the creature said anyway, they've become one of it,
We've met our mission
along with all of the
parameters.
humans.
We've met our mission parameters, so we head back to council space now.
Yeah, Arturo is going to go to the security room and try to monitor the security footage over the last 30 minutes.
If you are
and see if he can help.
walking away from the med bay, Aaron's gonna say, Commander, everyone gets a medical checkup before returning to duty. We got a long way back to parse all that data. You'll have time, but I want
I
everyone
just
looked
want
at
to make
first.
sure it's not lost, but understood.
You can ask
As
Adam
you
to
hear,
back it up for you if
the
you're
loud
worried.
tap of a latex glove.
Yeah, and he'll say that. Adam, can you back up all footage on the ship the last 30 minutes?
Understood. Got it.
And Ray, give the doctor a hand. She might have her hands full here.
Yep. So Evelyn Crow is ready to see you. Who's first?
Aryn will go first because
Alright.
she wants to set an example.
You're
No.
being handed a cup of tea with a little bit of lemon and honey as you walk into the med bay.
Thank you, I appreciate that.
Well, she gets a little light and dilates your eyes and holds up her fingers and moves them around and tests your reflexes a little bit. And she says, well, physically you seem fine to me.
That did not
I
feel
do
good.
have a splitting headache, if that says anything.
Yeah.
Do you feel like you're testing your biotics?
I think this is a therapy session just between one crewmate and the therapist at the moment.
So Evelyn says it gets out like a book that says Asari Biology 101 and flips through it a little bit. Okay, so here we go. So how does your head feel? You said you had a headache?
Headache, and it's very hard to describe, but it's like another presence has entered my mind and kind of scrambled things up around in there.
I see. Can you try to use one of your biotic powers for me?
Sure, and I'll try to use biotic kinesis to lift up something from the med table and set it back down.
Okay. As you do, the thing that you lift up, it's very shaky. You have a very loose grasp on it. It's kind of shaking in the air. Your headache also gets much worse. Yep. Okay. So I think you've taken a little bit of a hit to your. She adjusts her glasses to her goggles to zoom in on a page. Can't quite pronounce that. Something very biotically powerful, I think, may have done a little bit of damage in here. And she kind of taps her head with her finger.
Sounds about right, and yes, that sounds about right. And I know the part of my brain that you're talking about. The name is ridiculous. I agree.
You shouldn't have any permanent damage from what I'm seeing. You just need lots of rest. Just try to take it easy a little bit. Maybe lay off the biotics for a few days.
Are you able to clear me for duty, or am I on leave for the time being?
You're clear for duty. Just like I said, go easy on the biotic powers for a little while.
I understand. Thank you, Doc.
Mm-hmm. And then her evaluation of each person is actually very similar to that. Basically, as she goes from one crewmate to the next, she's like, okay, well, physically you seem fine for the most part, unless you're one of the ones who got clawed. We'll get to that in a sec. But
I like to think, like, as Arturo goes in,
Yeah.
she gets out a book titled Human Anatomy.
Oh God.
But yeah,
So no,
When,
Aryn will return to the bridge and resume command for the time being.
most of you are cleared for duty, but when Kronk comes in, she sees like the big wound you sustained, and she wants to take a look at that. So she zooms her goggles in and she takes a look at the wound.
Gonna be a nasty scar, Doc.
She says, this is very strange." She gets a little like scalpel. She doesn't cut you with it. She just uses it to like collect a little, like scrape a little bit. She scrapes a little bit of black stuff out of your wound, and she holds it up and looks at it. What? That's very strange, she says, like turning it, tilting it around, like looking at it. It's completely black. There's no light reflecting off it at all. She puts it under a light to examine it, and it basically like evaporates in the light. Oh. Okay, we're gonna probably want to get all that out of your wound. I don't know what that is, but we probably don't want it in you.
Spotlight shower, then. Got it.
Yeah. She gets like a bunch of lights and a scalpel, and she basically cuts your wounds open more to make sure that she gets all the stuff out. So she like widens your wounds.
Any way we can store some of that in a sample container for later study?
You know, Doc, if we were back on Tuchunka, this would be called foreplay.
She does. She collects a little bit into an opaque metal container that no light can get into, so that it won't go away. And she stores it. So you have a
Shame
sample.
we don't have a Solarian on board, but also thank God we don't have a Solarian on board.
But she ends up eventually clearing everyone for duty, other than she does say that most of you who underwent that probably need a psych evaluation and long-term therapy, but she can't provide that.
Mm-hmm. As long as she can clear us for duty.
She's more of a field medic.
Yeah.
So
I've got another interesting question though. Because I feel like this wouldn't have had any effect, but Shepard did cut her hand when she punched the mirror. I was underneath the rubble. Did it have any effect on the cybernetics?
There are scrapes on your cybernetics that look like they might have been left by like stone rubble.
Okay.
And you've got some bruises on your back as though you were buried in rubble.
Oh yeah, I can imagine every scar on his body from that incident is on fire right now.
Yep. Yeah, so it seems that any kind of physical damage you guys took in the nightmare did physically manifest for you. And do you guys like kind of share that information with one another?
Yeah. Like I think
I'm
for
wondering
her,
if
it's
this is
kind
the
of
kind of thing-
obvious.
I'm just wondering if you would like. Well, not really. If you don't bring it up, if no one like says anything, it's important whether or not the whole party is aware of this, or if David and Shepard keep it to themselves. Because Shepard, you have those cuts on your hands. Sorry, Arturo, white guy.
Yeah.
Oh, white guy.
I
Well,
was gonna.
David saw.
Yes.
David saw when Shepard's hand started to bleed.
That's
She's
why I
not
said
saying
David.
anything about it.
Okay,
Oh,
so
okay.
David, Arturo, and Shepard all know.
Yeah, and I was gonna mention that unusually, as Shepard's walking, he's probably limping his cybernetic leg, which is weird because it's a cybernetic leg, but he definitely seems like when he steps onto it, he's wincing. Like he seems like he's in pain. If anybody asks him about it, he'll definitely like bring it up. But right now, he's more worried about getting his work done.
Okay.
Yeah, Shepard would ask if you and she traded, exchanged footpaths. She would. Did it hit you that hard while I was out?
It did. It hit me just the same way it hit the big guy. But it brought me back to the accident. And he'll like move his sleeve up and he'll show her all of the scrapes on the cybernetics and everything. And it's like, and this is unusual, but look at it. It's like I was actually under the rubble.
It's like you
Except
were there.
And he'll point at some of the scrapes, and I can feel that. And all of the scarring, the connection points where the cybernetics connect with his body and everything, and like the scarring on his face, all of it's on fire. It's like
You
I
should make
just
sure
like
Aryn
it just
knows.
happened. You were in there longer than anybody. What
were we saying, Shepard?
Arturo's got some fun physical after effects from when he was down from the shadow. And it's just concerning.
Physical after
But
effects?
you're-
He also asked you, like you were in there longer than anybody. Did you have anything weird happen to you too?
I'm fine. I'm worried about you. You're limping around. We want to make sure that you're okay. You're going to be able to be back up to snuff. We don't know what else is going to be coming in from that. She is stone-faced.
So you've now informed
She's
Aryn,
lying through
right?
it.
Like you
Yeah.
informed Aryn of what's going on with Arturo.
Yes, but she is saying that she herself is fine.
Okay.
Yep.
Okay. Yeah, Aryn would ask Shepard to make sure that Arturo checks in with the doctor on a regular basis to track the progress of his injury, seeing if it's healing or not, making sure that he's going to be all right from it.
Arturo does get a weird feeling from Shepard, not to mention the fact that Shepard's hands have visible cuts on them. Are you making efforts to hide your hands?
She's in parade rest, so she's got one hand
Her hands are behind
actively
her back.
covering the top hand of which is not unusual for a soldier.
Gotcha.
No. This is like it doesn't
But
sit
Aryn,
right with him what you're saying, but
what's going on with Arturo as well is not you're able to see plainly now that you're talking to them. Aryn, you see the scrape marks on Arturo's biotic or cybernetics.
Okay, so
you see the bruises on his body. They're there.
Mhm.
They're not imagined.
Right. Yeah, which is that is strange. So she would like anybody that did get like injured from it, like Kronk and Arturo, she would want to have check in with the medic daily, just to at least track
Did it
the
injure
healing
Kronk?
progress.
Yeah,
Oh.
Kronk wasn't hurt in the nightmare. Kronk was just slashed by the thing.
No, Kronk was hurt in the nightmare.
Oh,
remember?
you hurt yourself with your unarmed. Yeah.
oh,
Yeah.
Yeah, you hurt yourself. Give me a history check with advantage, Aryn.
Okay.
You feel like you can't put your finger on it. You feel like you've heard of something sort of like this before. But you just it's like maybe something you read like a long time ago or whatever, but you can't seem to like recall it on the spot. It's like on the tip of your tongue. You know that like the Asari have something relevant to this, but you just cannot remember what it is.
All right. I'll continue trying to think about that maybe when my headache clears up. She's also gonna.
in the meantime,
Oh, sorry. Go ahead.
I was just gonna say, like, in the meantime, I've got medication for the pain. I'm gonna go review those tapes. I want to see if we were able to catch anything.
All right, go ahead and do that.
Proof.
While you're at it, if you can compile any all the relevant segments so I can include that in my the package that I send to the council for our mission report.
Of course. I want to see if we got a clear image of the beast that was in the hall.
Mm-hmm. And they'll want time to process it and look it over before I have to actually speak with them and make and take a question and answer session. So hopefully it'll be enough to convince them, but I can clear up any confusions they might have.
Arturo's gonna go sit down at his computer and start trying to work on getting that footage and dumbing it down to something.
I
much
will say,
for people to watch.
when Arturo was in his doctor thing, David would have went down to engineering to get replacement lights made for Arturo's room, and actually had the lights replaced in his room since they were destroyed thanks to that thing.
Yeah, that can
Yeah.
definitely get done. Yeah.
Yeah.
And Aryn will take the first shift on the bridge and ask Shepard and ways to get rested up, so we can have a command rotation on the way back.
All right.
Roger.
And yeah, you're en route to head back now to get back to that mass relay that launched you, but like the long way.
Mm-hmm.
Which you realize is going to be a long trip.
Yeah, but Saratoga has the fuel for it. It gives us time to get our thoughts together. It gives me plenty of time to put together a mission report.
Oh, certainly. Yeah.
And I'd also like to once I'm done with my first shift on the bridge, get a chance to talk with Ray.
All right. Yeah, we can go right ahead to that.
Yeah.
Ray's probably down in engineering, just doing her thing.
Yeah, Aryn will head on down and say, Ray, can I speak with you a moment?
Yes. Let me just. Okay, it's good. All right. What do you need? And she kind of just turns and looks at you.
I'm starting to compile my mission report for the council, and I wasn't going to mention our encounter with the pirates, but if that is something you'd prefer I not leave out, then I'll include it if you want me to.
As for a mission report, I don't see the consequences of leaving it out or putting it in. However, I would like a copy to send back to, send back to Rannoch if you wouldn't mind.
A copy of our mission report, or a report on the pirate engagement?
That segment.
All right, I can put that together for you.
I know our counselor has taken the stance of many counselors and doesn't make proper contact with the homeworld as much as he should.
All right, I'll make sure that all relevant information on that encounter is forwarded to you, so you could compile a report of your own if you'd like.
Thank you, Spectre. I appreciate that.
Of course.
Anything else?
Well, wanted to make sure you were okay after that. I know that it was our instincts on how to handle it were in conflict, and my decision was what had to be made rapidly. I just wanted to make sure that you're okay and that we're okay.
You are the captain of this vessel, and when it comes down to it, I will take your determination to heart. I disagreed. I thought that the deaths of all those was unnecessary, but you obviously saw otherwise, and you are far more experienced in this field. So, my personal feelings will not get in the way of my work.
All right. Carry on, then.
Thank you.
And Aryn will also want to speak with Kronk.
Okay.
You're welcome. Sorry, go ahead.
I'm gonna move to someone else and then come back to you.
Sure, go ahead.
So Arturo, you're checking the security footage, yeah? I believe he was.
Yes. Jojo, you there?
Yeah.
Well,
Hello?
There we
Hey.
go. His cybernetics are acting up.
Joseph, do you have a voice? All right, back to Aryn.
You tried.
I gave it a shot.
Aaron's gonna find Kronk. Just be like, Kronk.
He's been spending a lot of time in his room. When you come in, the nice little allotted table they have on the side, there is a dent in it in the shape of his head plate.
Hello?
Glance at that and then glance back at him.
Oh,
Kronk?
you're here now.
Yeah, I don't know what the hell happened. I wasn't muted or anything.
Well,
It
I
just-
can hear you. All right, we'll come back to you. We'll come back to you in a sec, Joseph.
Okay.
Yeah, but it's like from 2014.
But what do you want, Aryn?
I'm lucky it still runs at all.
Oh,
Uh,
shit.
Just wanted to make sure you were doing all right.
Doo-doo-doo.
You seem distressed.
In my defense, that's a descriptor for most everyone on the ship at the moment.
Well, I'm checking in with most of the people on the ship, but you're the closest one to me on here, and I want to make sure that you're all right. He looks at the dent.
He doesn't even acknowledge you looking at the dent, but he just kind of like stares at the wall for a moment and is just like, it's nothing I haven't dealt with before.
And you're sure you'll be all right?
Made it this far, didn't I?
Of course, and I want to make sure that we make it to the next one as well. I don't know what the council's going to have us do after this, if we're going to stay on this ship or if we're moving on to the next one, but...
You know what the council needs to do? Point every nuclear warhead we have in the galaxy in this direction and push go.
I don't think that would quite work. This seems like something that conventional weapons might not be able to handle, at least not the ones that we've yet developed. I'm worried about it. Worried about all of it.
You see him shrug for a moment and is like, we either try to keep fighting or we give up. Either way.
And she'll smirk and be like, well, you've never been the one to give up in the face of a good fight, right?
Best way to remind someone you're there.
Alright, do what you need to take care of yourself. I'm counting on you.
Yeah, go out there and be the scary specter or something.
Okay, then I'll head out.
All right, Joseph. All right, Arturo is able to compile and sift through the security footage and get. He's able to get footage of the interior of the ship during all of that. And you have a few takeaways from this. The first would be that you do clearly have footage of this thing that you fought in the hall, whatever the hell it was. You have footage of it putting its hand over people's heads and them falling onto the ground or going unconscious. Everyone almost dying and then it like melting in the light when it was cornered. I assume you can hear me.
Alright.
Yeah.
Yes, I can hear you.
Perfect. But there's something else. You do technically have footage of the inside of the airlock when it filled with that darkness. And looking at it plainly with your eyes, it's kind of useless. It's basically just black. But with a little bit of editing, turn the brightness up, crank the contrast up, mess with the gamma. You're eventually able to make out some shapes. You're able to make out something like a dozen of these things in the airlock, scratching at the door.
Dozen of the thing we fought in the hallway?
Yes, like a dozen of the thing you fought in the hallway in the airlock.
And he'll make sure he'll take a screenshot of that. Because he's going
And
to show that.
in the moment that the outer airlock opens, you get a shot of more of them out there. In like floating in the like the black, in the strange like black substance that filled the space outside your ship. You can see so many of them floating out there that you can't even. It would take you a while to count them. It's just like there were tons and tons and tons of these things out there, hundreds, maybe thousands. Now you don't know if they were clustered up that dense throughout the whole system, or if they were just like being pulled to your ship. But the very clear picture that you get from this is the thing you fought in the hall was very far from a one-off, but in fact one of a lot of these things.
It did refer to itself as us, I believe. Or as multiple.
Well, it referred to itself. It referred to itself in the singular.
Yeah.
It did? Okay.
Yeah.
It perceives itself as a singular entity.
These things are at least the way that Aryn. I don't know. We'll see if Arturo ends up talking to Aryn. But Aryn, you were definitely able to perceive this when you did the mind connection. You were able to perceive this humanoid thing as an extension of the larger mind's will.
Yeah.
Like a projection, like a tiny little like part of its biotic power. And now Arturo has a picture of the airlock being open. You have an image saved of like thousands of these things floating outside the ship.
Yeah, and Aryn will check in with Arturo at some point.
Actually,
we'll do that now.
He might have. Once he knows that, he might have actually just taken like a 5-second clip.
Yeah. Okay. Perfect.
But I feel like that would tell the story a lot better than a single image.
Yeah. No, you're able to take a clip of it, and again, you have to heavily edit it to be able to see them.
Oh yeah.
Like they are not visible to the naked eye. It takes like a long time for you to edit it enough for them to be visible.
Yeah, which also tells me that there is some light out there of some sort, but it's so little that nothing really gets through.
What you do is you jacked up the luminosity on the image and then spiked the blue contrast to max.
Basically. So yeah, once he gets done compiling everything, I'm sure this probably took like an hour, 2 hours.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, once he gets done with that, he'll save everything on 2 separate hard drives, and then he'll go and find Aryn. And if anybody else wants to do anything before that.
No, that's fine. We can go straight there.
Hello?
Yeah.
Oh, okay. So yeah, he'll go find Aryn. Spectre.
Commander, coming in.
I was able to compile the footage. I have what we need. To some degree, it's at least some sort of proof. No, obviously there's no image of the thing we saw in our mind, but what I have, I think, might still be convincing enough for them to know that this is a threat of maximum proportions. And he'll pull out his communicator and show you the 5-second clip that he took of the airlock.
And we didn't see it like this before. It was all dark before.
I had to edit the footage extremely.
Good job.
Everything that right into the image was turned to maximum, and this This is what I was able to see in the inky darkness of whatever that thing was. Based off of what it said, it seemed like the darkness was simply and just what's the word I'm looking for? The embodiment of its mental prowess was what made the darkness.
I think Kronk even said biotic field, which is very astute for a Krogan.
He's got a solid wisdom and actual points in intelligence.
You have biotics too. Right?
Yeah, and he's a biotic.
Yeah, I was
so-
about to say he's a biotic.
Yeah.
Arturo is not a biotic, so
Yeah.
he's not explaining this in those instances.
The darkness does seem to be. It's a biotic field in the sense that, like, it's a biotic field in the sense that a space shuttle is, it's got wheels, and so does a toy car. Like it's a biotic field that is almost like mind-bendingly impossible to actually like accept that something like that could possibly exist ever. Like it's insane. It's actually like, if anyone ever told you like, yeah, it's a biotic field that's like the size of a solar system, you would, like, no matter who they were, you would be like, fuck off.
Yeah. We even have footage of we have footage of the field. Also, can I also add, is there cameras on the exterior of the ship?
Adam informs you that, unfortunately, while you were able to salvage some footage from interior cameras, all the exterior cameras were too damaged when whatever this thing was basically encapsulated the ship and squeezed.
Okay, and none of the footage ever got saved backed up to a hard drive before that happened.
The cameras were all like completely blinded for most of it.
Well, I just wanted to get footage of us entering and exiting.
Okay, you've got footage of you entering the field. You don't have footage of exiting.
Okay, I just want to make sure they see as we enter the field, everything
you have footage
turns to
of the
black.
tip of the ship like disappearing into the black void. Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah, that'll be
I
good.
want to make sure that they. I want to make sure that they see. And as they see it, we can just inform them. As far as we are aware, this thing is formed by some kind of biotic energy that it let itself.
Well, the footage of the ship disappearing into the void wouldn't tell them any more than you guys were able to gather when you saw it yourselves with no context. So.
No, but I want to let them see I want to let them see the blackness and what it does to the ship as we enter it. Explain to them that was caused by this creature's existence, essentially.
And that's why we can't see the sun there anymore. Or anything, yeah. That'll be useful to include.
And from as far as we gathered, the blackness is caused by its biotic energies. We don't know anything more than that.
The Asari counselor might understand that. The others might be a little harder to convince.
This all seems like something right out of a book by H.P. Lovecraft. I thought the Reapers were insane. This is something new.
Mm-hmm.
I can tell you one thing: the Turian counselor is not going to believe a word of this.
And there's so many.
Another question for you, though, Commander.
Yes.
Do you think I've been wrong about anything? The decisions that I made to go into the void, or anything with the Quarians? How do you feel about all of this?
I think you had too much haste on entering the void. We should have sat, thought it through, made decisions, tested the barrier first before we ever entered full. I do not like your decision. The board. I understand it. I do. I'm not okay with it. That was a war crime.
Mm-hmm. I don't want to surround myself with yes people. I want to know that the people around me, if I'm doing something wrong, that they feel free to speak their minds about it.
I should hope in the future you'll be a little bit more hesitant before taking the ship into something that we don't know anything about.
And I agree with you that I was hasty in going into the void. I was fresh off of my hesitance in the Quarian ship bridge. I hesitated too long to take the first shot, and that allowed the captain the time to set the self-destruct. I harp on humans for their haste in jumping into things, and there I was embodying the failing of my people to want to talk an issue to death and wait it out. And so I was trying to overcorrect for that. And I agree, I took us in a little too hastily.
A lot of the times our haste is what's kept us alive. We also know when to take a step back sometimes. Try to evaluate our surroundings before we move forward.
Yes, my people have always struggled to find a balance as well. But I'll try to keep it in mind.
But he'll hand you one of the flash drives that he copied everything onto. It's just like, and I made 2 copies of this just in case something happens to it.
All right.
I hand you this one. I suspect I won't be there during the meeting.
Probably not. It'll probably be just me. But
exactly.
Thank you for all the work you've been doing.
Yes. Now I am going to go take a very, very long nap.
Go ahead. You've earned it.
With that, he'll go to his room and he will crash.
Meanwhile, with Ray and Juvius, Ray, you're able to find Juvius. Juvius, are you in your room or in like the mess hall or what?
Probably like in the mess hall or something.
Okay, yeah. So Ray, you find him there.
Okay. Ray will walk into the mess hall and see Juvius and walk over, and the first thing she does is super unprofessionally, she hugs him. And she backs up and says, "Thank you. From what happened with everybody else, I don't know if I would have been able to escape that mental prison. And I know you've been through a lot very recently. So you stepping in front of me like that was very brave. So thank you very much."
He like kind of seems really at shock, and then very awkwardly like kind of taps your back with one of his hands, and is just like, you look kind of like you couldn't have handled a hit from that thing. I didn't really think too much ahead of that, but you're welcome."
Well, regardless, it's very appreciated. Also, if you want to discuss your brother or any feelings you might have about the current situation, I know Turians tend to keep things like that bottled up, war first and all that. I've seen Fleet and Flotilla, but if you want to talk about anything, feel free to come to me, or I'm sure the Spectre would also be willing to speak with you. You don't have to keep it locked up inside.
It's a kind offer, but I'm just trying not to think about it. And yeah, maybe it's my Turian nature, but I don't know. I just need to stay focused on what's going on now and not let it consume me.
Okay. Well, for what it's worth, I'm glad you're here, and I'm glad you're part of the crew. And then she'll kind of awkwardly back away, and then like give him a weird like half salute thing, and then run back down to engineering.
Aww.
That was adorable.
Awkward but sweet.
Yeah, she's super awkward, so.
Nerd.
Exactly. Exactly.
If nobody does anybody have anybody else that they want to role play with, because Aryn's kind of doing the rounds.
Shepard
David's
took
never-
second watch, so
I think
David's
you're
never left the cockpit.
okay.
Like, he's never left it. And when I say he's never left the cockpit, as in first watch, he's there. Second watch, he's there. Third watch, he's there.
You're up 24
Watch,
hours.
he's there. Yeah. Yep. He's caught.
Quincy,
Like, he is.
at one
he is
point,
caught.
Quincy is like, "Dude, go to bed."
Why? I'm good. I'm good.
Yeah,
We got this.
I don't think you're. You know what? She gets on comms. Hey, Captain, I don't think David's good.
Hey, Captain, I think Quincy's being a nosy little bitch.
Captain, I think David is maybe gonna fall asleep on the fucking steering wheel, and I don't want to take the blame for whatever happens.
Aaron's like, this,
Technically, addendum that there is no steering wheel. It's a holographic interface, so maybe you know where to give the co-pilot.
Aaron's in her quarters rubbing her temples like, this is not helping my headache.
Kronk comes over the comms. Kronk comes over the comms, just yelling to override them. None of us want to hear your stupid human mating ritual. Fuck, go to bed or shut up.
Yeah, Adam, shut up comms right now. Shut up comms right now. So, Quincy, I'm fucking fine, okay? If you want to go somewhere else, go somewhere else. I got that.
Is Shepard on the bridge right now?
Shepard's walking back in after getting a cup of tea herself. David?
Don't
even.
I'll let you handle that.
No, I won't. I'm good. I'll go to sleep when we're in fucking Citadel space.
Do you really think you want to do this with me right now?
Do
you really think it's a good idea with this right now?
Was any of that a good idea?
I will take you down at the knees. Go to bed.
I'm sitting down. My knees are fine.
Not when I break them. Go to bed.
Then how is that going to help the situation? Look, I don't want to go to sleep, okay? I really don't want to sleep right now.
Then go lay down and read a damn book.
I don't have a book.
Watch some porn. I don't care. Get out of the cockpit.
No, wait a minute.
For what it's worth, by the way, running with both engines going, it's going to take you 2 weeks to get to the mass relay.
He's not staying. No, he's not. No.
You say 2 weeks?
Right now
yeah, 2 weeks. It's going to take 2 weeks.
Yeah, you going to bed now, David?
You're flying.
He's not going to bed like right now. It's because
you're flying a mass relay jump. You're flying from a cluster to another cluster without a mass relay. So yeah, it's 2 weeks to get there.
So it's FTL. So it's basically autopilot most of the way, right?
Yeah, it's pretty much mostly autopilot. Yeah,
Mm-hmm.
you want a body in the cockpit who is awake and aware in case something goes wrong, but that's about it. And Quincy is pissed because Quincy, when Shepard, when you get in there, Quincy says like, okay, I gotta mute Joseph. There we go. Quincy looks at Shepard and says, "Look, I can't do a shift with him if he doesn't end his shift. All right, like I'm gonna want to go to bed eventually, and this moron is sleep depriving himself. So when I leave, he's gonna be fucking tired as hell."
Fine, if it'll get you to stop bitching. Hands up. Look.
Aryn will be in the hallway when you come out.
Quincy like flips David off as he leaves.
Shepard is in like full mom mode. Like her arms are crossed. She is staring you down as you walk past, like daring you to get back into that chair.
He's gonna go into that chair. He's not going to his room. He's going to the mess hall area, and he's gonna take a seat there. He's gonna get coffee. He's gonna get coffee.
Aryn will see him there.
Calm in there. Sorry about the whole comms thing. I don't know why she thought that was a fucking good idea, but whatever.
Aryn kind of just keeps her gaze just like lazily and quietly on him for a few moments, maybe like 5 or 6 seconds, then goes, "I should go," and walks away. I'm kidding. She.
Yeah.
Shepard was not about to let this stand. She is not about to let him go out there and drink some coffee. Don't worry.
Come on.
So yeah, no. Aryn will be like, "Is everything all right?"
Look, I didn't go down. I didn't see what you guys saw. Okay, I just had my own weird interaction with it, which was already traumatizing enough. but to literally watch everybody fall except for, and I'm going to look around for Ray for a moment, but remember she's in engineering and just go, except for the poor Quarian down there who was falling while we were trying to melt that fucking thing. I don't know how many rounds we popped into that fucking thing. And then it just melted away with a fucking flashlight. And then you guys just miraculously stood up the moment we hit the reverse on the fucking. I don't know what the fuck this is. The Quarian thing was one thing. But that. I don't know. If I fall, I'm afraid if I fall asleep, no matter, we're out of it, I know. I'm afraid if we fall asleep, I don't know. I don't know. Back, it's like it's right there. You just keep hearing them whispers over and over, just saying, die, 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 die.
Well, the ship can fly itself for the most part. We need you to be on standby and clear-headed for at least 12 hours out of the day.
And if it's a problem with sleeping, I'm pretty sure the dock has got something that can knock you out and get things, shut down.
But it won't do the
You
ship any
need to
good to have you.
rest.
It won't do the ship any good to have you sleep deprived. I do understand your hesitance, though. It was traumatic, but you handled yourself well, and you got us out of there. What do you normally do to relieve stress?
I got an Omni guitar in my, well, a holographic guitar in my fucking room. I'll go. I don't know.
Arturo will like slink into the room, looking groggy, like he hasn't really slept good either, and make himself a cup of coffee.
No, wait, here,
It
take
is
mine. Shep won't let me drink it.
extremely difficult to sleep right now.
I understand. David,
Hold
I
on.
think that holo guitar is probably a good idea right now.
Alright.
I want you back
I'm fine.
I want you back on shift, ready to on standby to take over at the helm in 6 hours. Then it'll be a
I'll
12
see if I could-
12 and 12 rotation after that.
See if I can squeeze a nap in at least.
Shepard turns back to the cockpit. Aryn, you might have to order a round of sedatives for people. She just
Alright.
walks back in.
I muted myself, and I was gonna. Arturo was gonna offer to David. She's like, if you're having trouble sleeping, I am too. If got nothing better to do. If you want to learn a new card game,
Yeah. So you're free to continue making the rounds, Aryn. If there's anyone left you wanted to talk to.
Well, Shepard's here, and then I'll hit up Juvius after that.
Okay.
I don't know about the card game, man. I'm gonna, honest to God, you know what? Fuck it. Yeah, sure. Come on, let's go. Let's go fucking learn the card game.
Aryn,
what do you say to?
Aryn's just gonna be like, the crew seems rather on edge.
Yup. She's just staring straight out into space.
You seem outwardly to be handling it well, but I've studied people for a long time, and you're coming across as rigid.
Kind of one of the characteristics of the trade.
I mean, you're like more tense than you were before. What did you see?
Whole lot of weird shit like the rest of you guys.
And how did it make you feel? Because I know how mine made me feel. I know how Kronk is dealing with his, so I can only imagine what he saw, and he's not one to be shaken very easily.
She kind of looks over at Quincy. Quincy, go get a cup of coffee.
Quincy looks over her shoulder. Is like, okay, have you got? You're gonna watch the room then?
I got it.
All right. And yeah, it's like on autopilot, but you don't want like no one in there.
Mm-hmm.
So Quincy will get up and go get some coffee.
And Aryn will say, "We can meld if you'd like privacy."
No. I'm good. I'm good. So my family history is kind of obvious. Everybody knows who I am. Everybody knows whose kid I am. That means I did not have parents. Only family I had was my dad's folks. That was it. And she just kind of looks down at her hands.
Take your time.
I killed them. There was blood everywhere.
Adam's voice comes from the computer right next to Shepard and says, "Whoa, that's pretty fucked up."
I will exterminate every last 1 and 0 that creates you, you piece of technological shit.
Adam, we'd like at least the illusion of privacy, please.
All right.
You sure you don't want that meld, Shepard? Adam
The
can't
level
spy
of
on us then.
rage you heard in her voice.
Testy. And the lights in the computer will like turn on and off in a pattern that makes it look like the light is like traveling across the control board around to the door, and the door will like light up and then go dark as though Adam like left the room.
Ray says, "Hey guys, Adam just lit up. What's happening?"
Nothing.
All right, I'll check out his core, and then she goes off comms.
In a meld, we can have a minute-long conversation in the span of 6 seconds, and nobody, not even the ship's AI, can spy on us. So if you truly want privacy, that's an option. But if you'd rather just talk it, that's fine too. I just want to make sure that you're in a fit mind state. I don't want you repressing things back or suffering PTSD.
Well, you're more than a few years late for that, but fine. And she turns to you, and you can see in the short time that you've been talking with her, her eyes have started to well again. When everything started calming down and stuff, she looked a little bit red in the face coming out of the conference room, but you would not have 100% pegged for sure if she had been crying or if it was just from the mental state. So she kind of looked and she's like, all right, how the fuck do we do this?
And Aryn will take her glove off. You said you wanted to meld, right?
Yep.
Okay. Yeah, she'll just like kind of put her put like one hand on one side of your neck, like just underneath your jawbones, the other like on your opposite cheek, and say, "Just relax, take deep breaths, and open yourself up." And she'll initiate a meld and take us into a calm, quiet space. that like in like I'm like kind of creating the scene for us where it is comfortable, it's quiet, it's relaxing. And we're both basically sharing thoughts and can have a conversation without any prying ears. We also cannot hide anything from each other, but I'm not going to pry into anything that Shepard doesn't want to share.
This quiet, calm space you've created inside your mind, it doesn't look quite like you expected it to. There are small imperfections, black stains, or dark parts that should be lit. Nothing moving, nothing like alive at all. Just, it's like you're somehow incapable of making it look quite like it should have looked if you were going at it 100%.
Yeah, in the mental state, she'll kind of look around at that and mentally say, like, sorry, it seems like my thoughts are still a little turbulent after our encounter as well. I hope it suffices.
Well, I don't know what it would look like if it was right, so I guess that's fine. Doesn't bother me any.
I can share my own experience first, if you'd prefer that.
No. That's yours.
All right.
Here.
Proceed then.
And she just flashes back to exactly where she was when the blink happened. And just, you see exactly how it was laid out. And Zan, correct me if I'm wrong. She believed herself to be 10 at that point, correct?
So actually, I don't recall saying that myself. I think that might have been something you brought into it, but I don't mind. It works. It was more or less just kind of a nightmare world brought on by this thing's horrible powers. So she certainly could have thought that. But for what it's worth, when you looked in the mirror, you were you were a shadow in the mirror. Yeah.
Okay. And so she just kind of holds her hands out, and you can see they're just completely coated in red. And there in the snow, you can see her grandma and grandpa. And you can, if you'd ever seen any records of Caden Alenko, you can definitely see where they made him. And in looking at them, and if you look back at her, you can see just the hint of his eyes, which are her eyes. And she just stares for a couple seconds.
And there'll be an echo of Aryn's voice in the air that says, "Is this an actual memory that you have, or was this a manifestation?"
I wasn't there when they died. I just know that they did. When I left and enlisted, I didn't want that to splash back on them. I already knew it was going to be enough of a problem walking around. They did everything they could to shield me from my parents.
Can you take us to a happy moment of that with them?
She shuts her eyes, and you're flashed to, it looks like fall, for as much as you can tell with how badly the earth was torched. And off the side of the house where the porch kind of wraps around, you can see there's a little like fire pit. And you can see Grandma kind of walking out and hear the talking happening around the corner.
I hate to do this.
Yeah, I know it's time.
It's 10:40. I know that we have at least one person for whom that is a very tight time. So,
yeah,
I think we'll have to pick up with the mind meld, and then Aryn checking with Juvius. That's all going to need to be tabled for next week.
Okay, sounds good.